Okay. Give it a few seconds of silence. Just
Sorry.
you never know.
Sorry. Let me get it right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean like
5 seconds of silence. That was my impression of you, by the way. Did you like it?
It's fucking shit, man. I don't need this.
Anyways. Hello, everybody. We are back with the gaming special this week, Tony. Games special. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, but I said I was going to bring something up. Do you remember Wally?
The film?
No, Wally.
Wally? Where's Wally?
Yeah. No, that different Wally.
Wally? No.
Right. Remember Boozy Britain?
Oh my god, was this from what we watched at your house?
Yeah, right. It just popped into my head before we started recording, and I thought I had to bring it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. You should have saved that for next week, because we should have talked about that whole episode, mate.
Well, next week, Wally.
Yeah, tune in next week, everyone, because that's going to be a fucking conversation. That could be the whole show itself, to be fair.
It's Wally just like, hey, fucking on me little blue wicked, hey.
I don't even want to give any context to that either. Just tune in next week and find out what we're on about. But we're here. This has been making in the pipeline since week one. I said we'd do a games special when this was the week of the releases. And we're here. Big releases have happened. The Xbox is out. Biggest Xbox launch of all time, apparently. So congratulations, Microsoft. Guess you got money again. Even though you already had it.
Yeah, I mean,
PlayStation's out in America, but we haven't got it yet in the UK. And I'm pretty sure we still won't have it by the time this is aired. So,
hey, topically relevant for once, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in time. But yes, my image is the Xbox side of things. No bias there. Really don't care which console you get. What's your image, Tony?
Well, I don't have a horse. A horse? I don't know. I don't have a side to pick in this war. But I did want to initially go with an Xbox 360, but the images on Google Images were shit. So I went with this bad boy. I'm actually just going to... Right, this is going to look fucking weird. But look at that in its beauty. I've disappeared. You can't see... For the record, Nigel, I've got rid of my image.
Is it just the PlayStation?
It is. It's like the PlayStation 2 is talking.
Can we just keep it? Can I just talk to a PlayStation?
I'm sure you could. We're not going to do that. I'm back. Sorry.
I'm glad you're here. I need a co-host.
Oh.
Can't do it all by myself.
You probably could.
Oh, I couldn't. I couldn't talk to myself for an hour. I can only do that when I'm playing FIFA or something.
You need to do FIFA commentary as the commentator.
Oh, mate, well, I'm trying to get this freaking 2K series up so we could do some commentary on the wrestling.
On the wrestling.
The wrestling.
Oh, God. Tangent 1.
But honestly, anyways, before we go off into like a freaking whole different thing, I'm going to get us straight into this shit.
Oh, no.
So,
I've got too much light so you can't even see the list on my phone.
wait, you can't see the list?
I can't even see it on screen because I've got that much light coming through. Well, wait, if I do that...
right, you mean you can't see it in your holes. I'm getting you. Well, I'll explain...
Hey! Oh, I've got it.
I'll explain while you're having a mare. Basically, what we're going to do here is, since it's release week, we thought we'd do a nice little thing. We'd made a top 10 list of each of our favourite lists of PlayStation and Xbox games of what we like. And don't get butthurt or angry if any of your favourites aren't in, because I'm pretty sure a lot of your favourites aren't going to be in. Looking at my list, a lot of your favourites aren't going to be in, to be honest. I don't know about yours, Tony.
Nah, I think I'm going to preach to the choir, to be honest. I mean, there's going to be a spoiler. There's going to be no Metal Gear because I've never played it. But
I did consider some Metal Gear. I'll give that a spoiler as well. There's none of that in mine.
Stay Stay.
I've even got an honourable mentions list, and that's not even made it into that.
Bollocks, I haven't got an honourable mentions list, but I can pull it out of my arse.
I'm sure you can, mate, but I honestly, some of mine's gonna get some fucking hate, like, on the top 10 favourite list, but it's important to say this is our top 10 favourites, not yours.
It's not yours, so fucking
Not
stop being a spoiled brat here.
Yeah.
We'll fucking check it a pound town.
And don't post these on Reddit.
No, I'll post it on Reddit. I mean, we need
Post
the
it on
exposure.
Reddit.
We need the exposure. I don't mind taking the flack for the channel. Maybe Nigel doesn't want it, but I'll take it.
I don't mind if it goes viral. I'll stand by these games. These are my favourite games, Tony.
Okay.
But right, the question is, how are we gonna do this? Who wants to go first?
Well, right. This is lunacy. Let's I'm gonna set up a screen capture for a sec.
A screen capture?
And I'm gonna what I'm gonna do.
Have you got the can you do the coin toss on Google?
That's what I was gonna do.
You're gonna do it? I love it.
Can you entertain the guests?
Oh, I absolutely can. So
this
this
is
is
window capture. That's not gonna go well.
Well, since Tony was giving us a sneak peek of next week, I could also give you another sneak peek about what we'll talk about next week. We'll give you the latest scoop on why Donald Trump thinks he's won the election when we clearly know he hasn't. But yeah, Tony's got inside sources onto how he thinks he's... Yeah, you do. You do now.
Yes.
Yes. So, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
By the way, you can't see me on my screen anymore because I'm setting up this capture.
Oh, that's great. The beautiful part of it is I've edited the last 2 weeks. If you've hated any of the editing, that's on me. But he's doing it this week, so this is all it is.
I bet you'll love it. Oh, mate, I'm having a mare here. You just want to keep going. Just keep going. Keep him happy.
I know, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, do you know what? I'll just give some honourable mentions now. I'll let us know before we go in. We'll kick it off here. We'll go fresh. It doesn't matter who goes first. I'll give out some honourable mentions, and you can give out some if you want. Yeah. So these are the franchises that didn't make it on the list, and a lot of people are going to get offended here. So I'm going to throw this one out straight away because I hate I hate the franchise. I don't hate it.
Oh, wait, what? So what are your heads or tails before I start?
Oh, right. Tails never fails.
Okay, I'm going to do that again. Carry on.
So I'm going to give some honourable mentions here, and some of them people are going to hate us for, but it's okay. This is my list, not yours again. So honourable mentions on my list. Nice voice. Call of Duty, World at War.
I'd have that.
Red Dead Redemption.
I'd have that on honourable mentions.
Bully.
Interesting.
Final Fantasy 13. Star Wars Battlefront. Beyond Good and Evil. A lot of people might get offended by this one. Fallout 3.
Mate, that's also on my honourable mentions. Isn't that interesting?
And last but not least, BioShock Infinite.
That's also on my honourable mentions. I'm going to also... Right, Fallout New Vegas, honourable mention. Sorry. Fallout 4. I don't know if I like it that much, actually. Forget that one. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. It needs some loving. So that's going to get on there. What else was there? The Darkness, right? Shit game, but I like playing it.
Shit, I don't even think I can remember that.
Oh, mate, you're like this demon. He's got like, this guy, and he's got like demons coming out of him, and he's like, we need to kill.
Sounds fucking interesting. I can remember the name. I just can't remember the game.
It was like a comic and that. Good stuff.
Shit, I need to have a look at this.
Shout out. Never finished it, but Overlord. Got to the last level, couldn't beat it.
Shit.
Shout out. Gun. Got to the last level, couldn't beat it.
Gun, the original boy.
I don't think of any more honourable mentions, to be honest. I think that might be it. You mentioned most of them, like, I won't lie.
I was looking at them, like, and I was thinking, there's some big ones here, but...
Dragon Age, give that a shout out.
That's a good shout, to be fair.
The first one. And I like the second one, even though most people fucking despise it, but I like it, it's good. It's all right.
I'm just going to put this out there before we think as well. I noticed you mentioned SmackDown versus Raw, and I tried to just pick one game from each franchise because I feel like I could just do a top 10 list of wrestling games, to be honest.
True.
So I'm going to spoiler, there's going to be a wrestling game in my freaking list, but I've only picked one.
Right.
So
I feel like would be a miss while we're talking about wrestling games quickly, just to not bring it up. I know you probably want to talk about it next week, and that's fine. But I'm making a 50-50 partnership admin decision to say that, right, the AEW teaser trailer, right? Why were they so bulky?
you know, it's all right. I think everyone else fucking hates it, to
like,
be honest. But
it's made me cringe.
well, it's because it's the thinking of it, obviously, is it's obviously in pre-alpha, but they intended it to look that way, definitely. Anyone says to me it's pre-alpha footage, it's because they were going for the No Mercy shit, but they've obviously tried to make it look modern, because you can't just make it look like No Mercy. Like it used to
look like No Mercy at this point.
No, I think everyone else was, but the problem is they've tried to make it look modern, and it just makes it look like Battlegrounds, and that's the problem. We don't want fucking Battlegrounds.
More on that next week, right? You want to talk about more next week? Okay. Do you want to know the outcome of the Tails heads thing?
Yeah, man. This is bigger than fucking the election, mate. What's the results? Are the polls?
Do you want me to spin again? Because Tails won, but I can spin it again if you want it to be.
I mean, I'll take it if you want, but you can go again if you want.
Right, best of three.
Best of three.
Heads
so
this
it's
time.
1-0 to be.
It's 1-1 heads.
Oh, 1-1. So this is the decisive one.
Heads again. Oh, trumped it, mate. I fucking.
So you're going first, mate?
Yeah. Are you demanding a recount?
Well, to be found out next week, because you're our insider knowledge, mate. You know what's going on in these elections. So you'll find out next week, ladies and gentlemen, from Tony.
Can't wait. I'm the correspondent. All right, are you ready for number 10?
Oh, I absolutely am.
Sorry. This is a drum roll. Was that peaking?
Do you know how you can enter welcome us in fact, Tony?
Wow.
You could welcome us to the circus of values.
I could set up that sound.
I was just wanting you to do it because it's pretty good you doing it.
Oh, okay. And then if I set up the audio, you would have came through and that would have been a nightmare. And then you would have got annoyed.
I wouldn't have got annoyed. I wouldn't give a shit, to be honest.
Oh, you would have came through on my recording. But I'm editing. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't have given a shit, would you?
Not really. I've already said that.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember how it goes. Welcome to the circus of values.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, did you ever get a role in BioShock?
Did they ever do well?
No, did you ever get offered a role in BioShock?
Yeah, I'm actually the machine.
There you fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. You got a scoop right there for you.
That was me. And then that was it wasn't Nolan North, that was Booker DeWitt, it was me. Nolan North played Booker DeWitt, right? In Infinite.
Close. You were very close.
Is it the other one?
It's the other one.
What's he called again?
Troy Baker. You were close, though. That was good. They are the same person, pretty much.
It's funny you mentioned that, because number 10, drumroll please, again.
Oh shit, I want to do it, but like my microphone will literally blow up if I do it. So I'm going to give you a...
I can just hear a drum roll. That's fine. Right, it's a reason I'm rushing at number 10 is because you're talking about Troy Baker and Nolan North, right? Well, in this game they play brothers.
Oh,
it's Uncharted 4, baby.
Uncharted 4, Tony.
Jesus,
what are your reasons for Uncharted 4 being your number 10?
Well, Uncharted 2's class. To be fair, but Uncharted 4's the best, and I guess it's recency bias. I just finished it in the summer. It was good. Enjoyed every minute of it. Perfect way to end a franchise. Well, at least Nathan Drake's story. Beautiful game. Plays well. Runs well. played it on easy because why would you not play something like Uncharted on easy? Because it's a story game.
I am glad you said that because I had this exact conversation with Robert the other day. Like, we were saying, we were starting a new game. We're like, should we just put it on easy? Because, like, I'll be honest, I don't fucking play a story game on a medium or hard. I'm here for the story.
Exactly. Right. Here's the thing. Here it is, right? I look at Uncharted 4 like not just 4, but the whole franchise like a movie. It plays like a movie. It's got all these dramatic set pieces, is yada yada yada. Could you imagine in the movie if, like, unless it's like a Groundhog Day kind of thing, if Nathan Drake's just like, I'm dead. Fucking stupid. Takes me out of it if I keep dying. Not even a game like Dark Souls or something that's meant to be challenging.
Well, exactly.
Fair enough. You know, but whatever. That's my opinion.
That's what is somewhat funny as well. These might be the only lists that don't have Dark Souls on them ever.
I played like 10 minutes of Dark Souls and I was like, this isn't for me. He runs like he's taking a shit.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of them, to be honest. But
I respect everyone that likes it, but I don't like games where my characters run like they're taking a shit. And you're like, oh, it's for the challenge.
The hard
games on the PS1 got shat on for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just pick and choose when you like some bad design.
Shoot it on the freaking Dark Souls, and I've seen some footage of the new Demon Souls, to be fair, and it looks spicy, but
I have a friend who tells me I'd like Bloodborne, and I should try Bloodborne.
They're practically the same thing, though, aren't they? Dark Souls and Bloodborne?
A bit smoother. Apparently.
It's a bit smoother.
Yeah. From what I've heard. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I always thought they were the same thing, but...
And the same franchise, and that. Go on, then.
That's a topic for another day. How you want? Are you wanting to do 10 and 10s, or are we...
I'm going through the whole thing.
I was just going to let you go through your whole list, but we can do it that way if you want.
I'll leave that up to you.
I was thinking it might... How does it make it easier for you? Does it make it easier for you if you just have... Are you going to show one game at a time, or do you want one list at a time? Because I'm thinking if you want one list at a time, you might want to just put your list on.
Okay. We'll just do it that way then. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't give a shit, me.
Just whatever's you. I can go if you want.
No, I've got number 9 ready.
I'll go for it then.
Can you give me some like good Nordic chanting as a big hint there?
Right. It's one of them. And they're both on my lists as well. Jesus, why am I prepping up Halo noises?
I think I know what you're talking about, and one of them's not on my list, and one of them is. Interesting.
Interesting, actually.
Go on, give us some like...
I like Elder Scrolls.
He's got it. Skyrim, number 9.
Skyrim, number 9. Jesus fucking Christ, Tony. Number 9.
I won't lie. People are going to get pissed off further down the list.
I could imagine, to be honest. Just wait to the end of the podcast.
But yeah, man. Good game. Great game.
Fucking fantastic game, honestly.
Pumped a lot of hours into it, pumped a lot of playthroughs into it.
Bit
repetitive after a while.
Do you think?
Yeah.
In what sense is it repetitive for you? I mean, I can get that, but like, I'm interested to see what does it for you.
Everyone makes out like it's like this like organic experience, and it is. Try to take that away from it. At the same time, factions are a bit weak. Main quest is a bit but a lot of fun to be had with it, and I had a lot of fun with it. Dark Brotherhood questline is spectacular.
Oh, wow, marvelous!
And I like the Thieves Guild one as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic as well.
The Mages Guild was, it's not even called, it's College of Winterhold, isn't it? That's shit.
Yeah.
The companions are didn't really care about dragons that much.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, actually, when you mentioned that Mage's Guild, I always found that quest weird, because it was the lizard man, wasn't it, that kept turning Eves or Professor Miki or something.
Something like that. Can't really remember. It's been a while.
I always found that quest weird, honestly, because you had to go to it as well in the main campaign. Like, do you know when you were doing the main quest to get Alduin and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to go to the freaking college to do something so you could go back to the freaking... jeez, I can't even remember the names. The grey...
I remember this. The greybeards, the big lads.
The greybeards. I almost said the grey skulls. That's fucking He-Man.
Those lads. Did you say G-Man?
No, He-Man. I was saying grey skulls, but that's freaking Skeletor and He-Man and shit.
I thought you were talking about G-Man. Rise and shine, no. Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Sorry. Yeah, great game. Good combat. Especially good if you're doing an archery build. Bit shit if you're a mage, but combat's solid. It sounds like I don't like it. I really like it. Great experience.
Yeah. It makes me wonder what's coming on in your list. The fact that that's number 9.
Yep, it makes me wonder too. It makes them wonder too. Number 8. I'm just going to start bouncing on the spot. Whoa, Cole! Here comes the plane! Number 8.
Here comes the pain.
Class. 10. Jesus. Best wrestling game ever. I would like to say I have the knowledge to know how good No Mercy was, but I've only ever played it on a legal emulator. Yeah. And that's fine. It's fun, but I can't imagine playing it with an Xbox 360 controller is the same as playing it with the N64 controller in 2000. But I went with what I know. Here comes the pain. Great story mode. Fantastic. Best gameplay of all time. So much creativity, so many hours plumped into that. How many discs? I think we talked about it last week. How many discs did you go through?
Jesus, mate. I've already got about 7 copies behind me. Like, literally, I could walk past my green screen and reach around and grab a few, to be fair.
That would be cute. I told that story last week of how I went through all of that effort just to fix a disc because it meant that much to me.
Yeah, literally. But I did the exact same though as well. We both did it, and I've got a funny feeling that a lot more of the majority of the world probably did the same.
Fucking that disc manufacturer needs to be put out of business.
Oh, literally, mate. It's like baffling how that game didn't work, but it speaks volumes of like why we kept buying so many fucking discs for the game though. Like, because it was that damn good.
Who would you think? Like, you'd think Brock Lesnar would be OP on that game, and he is because he's the cover star. But I tell you, who was the most OP? Fucking Goldberg, man.
Oh God, yeah. Here's a funny story to tell you. Right, this was like, this was what shit. When did it release? Here Comes the Pain. Was that was 2003, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right, that was 2000. Yeah, November 03.
Yeah, no, it definitely was because I was still in primary school. And my best mate came up to us one day in primary, and he was like, because he was like one of the people, I think it was like back in freaking late 90s, who I went around to his and played Attitude for the first time.
Oh, that was shit. That was real shit.
Oh, terrible, mate. But I can remember this memory, like literally like it's brand new in my mind, and it was the funniest thing I've ever fucking said. Oh, Jesus Christ. He came up to us and he was like, oh, so I've got Here Comes the Pain, do you want to come around and doss it later? I was like, yeah, sure, man. And he was like, don't worry though, I'm gonna beat you because I'm gonna be Goldberg. and I went, ew, why do you want to be fucking Goldberg? He's got fucking gold paint on.
What do you think he was Goldust?
I thought he was Goldust.
Oh no. You've embarrassed me.
But I was like fucking 7, and he was saying he was wanted to be Goldberg. I thought he was Goldust. I was like, why the fuck do you want to be him? He's shit.
He's had a shocker there, and he's on the game. He's not very good. He does have like 64 overall on that, doesn't he?
Oh, he's freaking terrible, mate. And I wasn't wrong. He was shit, but I got the wrong guy.
Kurt Angle's OP on that as well. But he's OP in all of them, so I can excuse that.
Oh man, so many people in that game were good.
Triple H was very easy to beat though.
I think Triple H was probably the most OP on that game. Like the amount of times he'd hit that one pedigree and you'd be dead.
No, I didn't really find much trouble beating Triple H.
Did you not?
The Rock was always tough to beat for some fucking reason.
Honestly, my struggle was Triple H. I agree with the Angle thing because that was like the last year where you really had the proper like weird submissions. Like, because they changed it for the first time, didn't they?
Yeah.
And you'd like tap out proper easy.
Well, I had like what's he called? I'll tell you why I found The Rock difficult. It's because he'd have like an attack where it would be just a taunt essentially, so he'd get momentum from it, but you'd be staggered and then he'd be able to do another one on you. And then the other CPU would always spam that on us, and used to get pissed off. Like, I tell you that.
And am I wrong saying this? Has there always been a thing where, like, if you're a better superstar and you're facing a weaker opponent, your taunts go up quicker, the momentum?
Yeah, I think that's what the charisma thing does.
Oh, is that what charisma? I never fucking knew that. That's a mind boggle thing that's just discovered what charisma is right now. In
Next
them
level,
games.
me. I'm fucking next level.
I honestly didn't know that. I thought it was just a flaw in the mechanic.
Nah.
I've now learned a stat that I didn't know about, and I've been playing that game for like fucking 20 years almost.
For me, Ukes were at the height of the powers when that came out. Like,
yeah, honestly, mate, this is the thing though, right? As you mentioned, the AEW game. If they're remaking a game of any, I want them to remake that. Give the AEW engine that engine, mate.
I feel you.
Be amazing.
It will be. It will, like it's going to happen. But yeah. So should I move on to number 7?
Number 7.
Number 7. So it's the King of the Iron Fist tournament. If that gives you any indication. Tekken 5. The best Tekken in the series.
You're a big Tekken fan, I'll give you that.
I'm a big Tekken fan. Fucking love the lore. That fucking Heihachi, because whatever his second name is. Fuck. What's he?
You'll get
Kazama, right? Just throws his fucking son off a volcano, and then his son does the same to him.
Jesus.
A fucking bear becomes a CEO of a company. Kazuya's son, which is Heihachi's grandson, is a fucking... He's got a demon gene inside of him because Kazuya allegedly raped someone. Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Jesus, that escalated
There's a wrestler
quickly.
in it. There's a wrestler in it called King, and he has an arch nemesis called Armor King. Amazing. He's from an orphanage.
Mate, you can't write that shit. King and his nemesis is the King of Armor.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I broke PS4 over Tekken 4.
PS2. Was this PS4?
I meant to say PS2, I said PS4.
I was gonna say, I can't remember this being a PS4.
If I can recreate it... hold on, I'm just going to pull my image down. This is going to look shit, but it's going to be a funny bit. Oh, no, that's me.
There you go for a bit. I'm all for it.
Pulling me. There we go. Right, so hold on. So here's me as a fucking 5-year-old. I'm like, oh no, I've been beat on Tekken. Oh wait, I'm covering it. There we go. Oh no, I've got light on me. Now I'm doing that bad green screen technique. It's fine. Right? I've got beat on Tekken. Bang! PS2 broke.
Oh, Jesus.
I was a very... didn't get a new one for a while. Wonder why.
Did you actually fully smash your PS2 as well?
I just got so mad.
Jesus.
And then from there, every time I started getting beat on levels on Tekken, I'd just spam the low kick, and that seemed to work.
That's the thing about them fighting games, man. You got to find out what certain characters,
or every character, if you just spam the low kick.
Was it just the low kick in that game,
Yeah, because I wouldn't really block it. Oh, that's great.
Freaking hacks of fighting games, man.
Oh, Tekken 3 is class as well. But Tekken 5 is the one. It's the one for me. Good stuff. Bit of variety, isn't there, on this list?
I was going to say, do you know something? I was thinking I wasn't appealing to the stereotypical fans, but I honestly think yours might be more out there than mine, to be honest.
Oh, number 6 is pretty basic, so... Yeah.
Well, fair enough. We'll see. It's been a stellar list so far, I'll give you that, Tony. I wasn't expecting a few of them.
Okay, well, number 6 is... Wow! The span. Can you guess what that is?
I thought you were Ric Flair at first.
I can't really spin. I can spin on my chair, see what happens. Shum! Nah, it didn't work.
Sonic?
No, I wasn't Sonic.
It's spinning.
I don't really know how else I can give it away. Wumper Fruit, man. Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
Crash
fucking
Bandicoot.
Crash.
Aye. Had to go on there somewhere, didn't it?
Oh, honestly, mate. Like,
The Dark Souls of platformers.
what a fucking reference that is. I'm not disagreeing. Like, it's great. I mean, you've got a freaking Crash Bandicoot story to tell us about recently.
Do I?
Yeah, man. You fucking got wrecked with the lads one night, and you just all started playing Crash Bandicoot, didn't you?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. We didn't finish it though. We finished it like a few days later. But
So you did eventually finish it, because I remember you get like proper excited, because I was like a sober as fuck, and you were sending us drunk messages like, mate, fucking doing amazing on Crash.
I was drunk. Yeah, it was the night that tickets came out as well. Good times that.
Oh, was that the same night? Fucking hell.
I was playing Crash and just tickets. Good stuff.
Fucking decent night, to be fair.
I think I ended up playing Pez in the end though. That was weird.
Well, the new one though.
It's like 2019.
2019.
2020?
No.
I don't know. Whichever the one before the update came out.
Yeah, 2020. Could be.
But yeah.
But I've got to ask though, because it's on the topic. Have you actually touched the new Crash Bandicoot?
I haven't. It's about time. No, I haven't touched it.
I haven't even myself. But
from what I've seen,
it looks good. I
don't. Pure hard.
Is it? Oh, is it hard?
Heard. I don't know. I played it.
The gameplay looks good. I don't know what it is. I've got this thing about touching new games like them. Like I'm always skeptical. Like, I don't mind going to a remaster. Like when the Insane Trilogy came out, I was like, oh well, I've got to play it. And I've even got Nitro Fueled, the tag team racing. I don't mind replaying them, but like, it's when a new one comes out of them sort of franchises, it's like, okay.
Yeah. It's scary, isn't it? But you got to be brave.
Yeah.
You ready for number 5?
If you don't have anything more to say about Crash Bandicoot, I mean, it speaks for itself, really. I mean, everyone knows why it's a fucking good game.
I prefer it to like Mario and Sonic. I like both, and Donkey Kong. I've played that. Played Donkey Kong Country. That was pretty hard.
I mean, to be fair, when I was going through my list and like going through like PlayStation games, like if I was gonna pick a top 5, that would be in like the top 3 of a PlayStation 1 game for me.
Yeah, it'd be higher on PS1 for sure. But yeah. Number 5. What should I call it? Because like it's got 2 names.
Oh god. Oh, have I honourable mentioned it?
You have, I
have.
Yeah.
That's your call. Maybe you can give us both.
Well, originally I played it as Canis Carnum Edit, but later be known as Bully. But yeah, that. Oh man, I've completed that game so many times. Amazing.
Oh mate, honestly. Well, it's on my honourable mentions because honestly, it was so close to getting in my fucking top 10 as well.
Yeah, fair. It's fair. It's such a good game. I sometimes just complete it in a day. Well, not 100%, obviously. You can't do that. Fucking those rubber balls, man. I got so close to completing it. I got like 90% done once. And I couldn't be arsed collecting the rubber balls.
Oh, do you know something? I've never 100% completed that game, but like, it would be one of them I'd want to. Like, it's like you said, I've played it so many times, but the story never gets old as well.
It doesn't. It holds up so well. Jimmy's a sympathizable, the right word. He's got a cause, you know. You're fighting the bullies.
Yeah.
You're fighting the fucked up American system, which is rife for bullying. Good shit. He's the underdog as well, really. You know, from the start, he builds his way up. He mob bosses his way up an empire, sort of the school. It's weird.
Yeah, man. I mean, give a shout out to some of the fucking characters. Like was it Augustine or is it Eugene? No, I think it's Augustine, isn't it?
Oh, you're testing us now.
It's definitely. It starts with a U. I can't remember if it's Eugene or Augustine. I love him though. He's
Eugene
amazing.
Doesn't come up. What is he called? I'm just going to type nerds and it'll come up.
It's definitely the U. E. Sorry, I think it's Junstein or something.
I'm looking this up now. You've got us here. What's it called? Algernon!
Oh, it's not even. It's Algernon. You're fucking right. It's out in ears, me, so it's definitely an E.
All we gotta do is get back to the library.
You're right, it's Algernon. I just loved him. Honestly, he might be my favourite character on the game.
I loved the way he walked. He had his own special walk animation.
He did. That's what I loved him though, because he would always have his pants showing. Bless him, and he's great. Honestly,
yeah, he is, isn't he? Remember that episode where you escort him for a piss, right?
Yeah, no, that's
what I was like. I was like, all we have to do is get back to the library.
Oh, doesn't he get pantsed by Nelson in the fucking toilets as well?
I think so. Yeah.
It's not even Nelson, it's Russell. I'm
Russell
butchering the names here. It was definitely Russell, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh, man.
What the fuck have I just found here?
I don't even know. You'll have to tell us.
I just went on the Bully Wiki. Oh, mate. That's Mingen.
Oh, God, do I want to know?
I'm going to share my screen with you for a sec.
So you can see this isn't going to kill your camera, is it, though?
Yeah, it's a good point. Oh, I really want to show you it. It's so fucked up. I'm going to put it on my camera now.
All right.
Oh, it's so weird. Why? Like, like the girl. Oh, it's so weird. Why? There's like a picture on the wiki of the girl. I can't remember her name. What's she called again?
Sounds concerning just from what you're saying.
It's so weird. I don't know how I found this. It's just on the wiki page.
If you what?
Sorry.
If it won't kill your internet, you could try send us it.
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
There's pretty much a nude picture of her on the wiki, and like somebody.
Oh, fuck that shit! I don't want to see that shit. Keep that to yourself, mate.
On the wiki. Why is it on the wiki? I don't understand. I put it on stream. I literally put it on
men porn site again.
Literally put it. I literally put it on stream. I don't even know if that counts. I might get rid of that part when I edit.
Nah, keep it in. Everyone else can see it. I ain't watching this week's episode.
I might censor it. It's not good for your eyes, and I don't know if that counts as like anything weird. I don't know.
We might get a strike for that shit.
We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, fuck me. What a game.
Jeez, I'm going to be scarred for the rest of the podcast, and I haven't even seen the damn thing.
I'll be showing you it at the end when we're finished here.
Oh, God.
I think I might film a separate. I'm going to film your reaction. You keep rolling.
Aye.
That'll focus there. Hey. Yeah, you keep rolling. You keep rolling. And we'll film your reaction and splice that in.
You film. Oh, you sending it like.
I'll send it at the end.
Oh, right.
That'll be a little Brucey bonus content.
Well, what number was that for you, Tony?
Number 5. But what a game. What a game. I don't have any negatives to say about it, so.
Oh, no, same, honestly, man. I mean, you could go fucking on and on for hours. I mean, everything about it was fucking perfect. I don't even think I have one complaint about the thing.
Nah, me either.
And that feeling, the feeling of when you left the school for the first time and you got to go into the fucking town, that was the best shit ever, man.
That, for some reason, that was better to me than, like, driving across a bridge that was closed in any GTA game.
No, literally, I'd agree. Because, like, for Vice City, I always cheated the system because I'd always use the flying car cheat anyways.
Yeah.
And I never used the flying car cheat in GTA 3, to be fair, to get to the other city. But it was definitely a way better feeling than Bully, like you say. It was just so much more achievement to do it.
You earned it, that's why.
Because there was no fucking flying car cheats in Bully.
Nah. No flying bike or skateboard cheats.
You could ride the skateboard as well. You could use the slingshot.
Darby Allin.
Yeah, you could even pants people and shit.
Oh, so good.
Great.
It was so good. The lessons were good. I enjoyed the lessons.
Yeah, even there's a fucking thing for you. Did you ever play the remastered edition on like the 360 or the PlayStation 3?
Yeah. I did, yeah.
They added the lesson. I think they did a music lesson or something.
Yeah, that was shit. And biology, which was hard as fucking nails.
I can't remember the biology one, you know.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
You know what?
Was it bad?
It's just hard. I don't even
Just
say it was bad. It was just hard.
Jesus.
It's like dragging like the knife across with the controller, and it was really clunky, and you could tell that's why it got cut out of the actual game. I'll tell you that.
No, doesn't surprise us.
Oh mate, what was I going to say? Sorry, we've lost our flow because of. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm going to bring it up on air, just so people don't think we're really awkward. But there's a little bit of lag on our end, so sometimes I can't hear you. So if I'm cutting you off, I do apologise.
Oh, fantastic.
What?
Oh no, I'm just saying fantastic that we've got some lag.
I'm not being ignorant and ignoring you.
Oh no, it's fine.
My opinion is equal to yours. I promise.
It's fine. It's all cool, yeah. So, do you have anything more to say about Bully? Or?
Well, I was just going to say, like, this is how much the game meant to me, right? You know, you got the camera in it. Like, on the playthrough where I got like 90% through it, I took a photo of everyone in the yearbook.
Shit, was that actually a thing?
Yeah, you needed it for 100% completion.
I didn't fucking know that was a thing, to be honest.
Oh,
shit. So every single character, even like NPCs and shit?
Just in the school.
Yeah.
Not because they all had names and stuff. It's like Algernon, like Gary, who you've got to probably get before the game ends, which is funny.
Yeah.
Who else? You know, Petey, the greasers, everyone. Gotta get everyone, essentially.
Shit, I never knew that was actually an achievement, but fucking hell.
Well, I think it might be an achievement on the 360, but it's like part of 100% completion anyway.
I can imagine it probably would be an achievement, to be fair. It sounds good enough to be one.
Yeah, because like not everyone's always around and stuff. It's pretty rad. People have like different days and stuff. Like it's following a curriculum.
See what you did there.
I'm winking at you. I'm having a fucking stroke.
But anyways, Tony, what's your next offering for us?
Well, Nigel, would you kindly listen to what I have to say?
Oh, you fucking tickled my pickle right there.
BioShock, baby.
Oof.
I didn't know if I wanted Infinite or BioShock at 4, but I think the original, and I'm talking to margins. But
this is why I love Infinite in an honorable mention, because I was the same, man, honestly.
The two fantastic games. One of the best twists in gaming history. In storytelling history. I'll throw it out there.
Oh, man.
There's some movies that don't even have that good of a twist.
We're on about Infinite here, right, aren't we?
No, I'm talking about the original. Well, both.
You're on about the original? Well, yeah, I mean, both, aye. Which one surprised me more? Because I see what you mean with the obviously the original. It was
groundbreaking.
I'm trying to remember his name.
Andrew Ryan.
There you fucking go. Andrew Ryan, yeah. And the big revelation of Andrew Ryan.
He's Fontaine, but yeah.
And then obviously there was Comstock in Infinite, wasn't there?
Yeah. It's all good stuff, man. Which one blew your mind more?
Do you know some Infinite? Honestly, and that's hard. And it's weird because like it's such a jump and everything. And I know some people, you either love Infinite or you hate it. But Jesus, there's so much in that game I love. Like literally, there's that. Honestly, it might be the best intro to a game I've ever seen. Honestly, that high. Just that scene when you're going up in the fucking the pod into the sky and he's shooting up, and then he comes down into the church and that fucking Will the Circle song comes on. Jesus, the whole orchestra choir shit. That honestly, mate, I sat in that church for like 12 minutes just listening to that song in awe. Honestly, if like I've seen so many comments saying this, but I totally agree. If I could delete a memory, it would be that one, just so I could live that moment again, because it's amazing.
It does speak for us. I also took my time at the start of Infinite, not in the church, but like going around, like when like when shit like throw something at the guy or something. I can't remember what it is. Like I was like, do I really want to do this? He doesn't really deserve this. And I was just taking it all in. I was like, whoa, they've built a world here. Wow. But in Bioshock has the same kind of intro where you take your time at the start of the game because you're like, whoa, what is this? I'm trying to take this all in. We're underwater. What?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something about the original just stuck with me more. Don't know what it was.
I think I preferred the gameplay in the original ones. Definitely, like the original one I did, and then 2. I didn't mind 2. 2 was all right. I think it was the fact you were like the big daddy for all of it that made us a bit. I don't know if I was massive on it.
I thought that'd make me like it, but it didn't.
I think the main thing I liked about Bioshock 2, and it's the only thing I really hold good about it, is the big sisters. Like, I thought that was a cool twist.
It was.
But
pillow of the face.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But honestly, man, it's just it's fucking great. All of them are great, to be fair. But
yeah, I think the original twist, you didn't see it coming. It sets the foundation for the series. So many good characters: Fontaine, Ryan, the woman I can't remember the name of, and then the boss is a class. It's such a good atmosphere. I don't know, just everything about it.
You've got the choices as well, though, haven't you? So you can either harvest the kids, or you can.
What did you do? Because I've done both endings, but what did you do?
I'd never harvest one. Honestly, never harvest one. Maybe the first one, if it was like you had to when you started the game. I can't remember if you had to or not, but honestly, in my whole playthrough of all of them, never harvest one of them if I had the choice.
Yeah, I never did that either on my first. Just because I did it once and it was like, oh god,
I didn't want the bad endings, man.
Well, I didn't know about the endings on my playthrough. I remember doing it, like harvesting for the first time. I was like, oh, I don't like that, because of like the struggle, the resist, to make that awful noise.
Yeah,
like that noise, right? Yeah, didn't want to harvest, so I didn't really do that on my first playthrough. On my second playthrough, I harvest on purpose all the time, just to be a bastard, get a different ending as well. Cute.
Shit. I wouldn't even know the noise that you've just made, to be honest. Because I've never done it myself, but I'm kind of intrigued to do it now. Although it is a game I would play again, to be fair.
Yeah. Right. Number 3.
Jesus, we at number 3 already.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else to say on Bioshock?
I mean, just one thing, and I'm just going to give it a quick shout out. Songbird.
Oh, yeah. Songbird Infinite class.
Jesus, that is the ultimate redemption story right there. Broke my fucking heart when he drowned, bless him.
It's our fault. It's our fault in the end.
Yeah, I could
kick her in the head.
Could fucking tear up right now, mate. Oh, what a beautiful creature he is. I honestly, after I played that game, for anyone who doesn't know, I just played that recently. But Jesus Christ, mate, I looked on the internet to see if I could get a fucking songbird figure or something. Oh, it broke my heart, mate. Honestly.
Well, songbird, the whole thing, man. I felt a bit dirty after playing the first game. I was like, ugh, where the bastard? Ugh.
I know.
Oh, at least in the first Bioshock, you were being used.
Yeah.
This was just it's all my fault.
Ugh. I know.
Ugh.
It's the pill to fucking swallow. You don't see it.
The twins, man, class. All them too.
Oh god, yeah, that was nice how they did that as well.
On the boat. Good stuff. Are the dead people? I can't remember. It's been 7 years since I played it.
I can't. Were they not always there or something? I don't think they ever died.
Time travelers or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was some bullshit.
Weren't they the reason you were time traveling or something through the different dimensions or something? Or something like that.
Something like that. Right. Any closing statements?
Oh, it's marvellous.
Number 3. Now, I don't know if this will surprise you that it's at number 3, because I talk about it a lot. Right.
Try to figure what you talk about a lot now.
I'm going to do something for the viewers. You might not know what I'm doing just over the audio, but just roll with it. Ow.
All right.
Ow. No, that wasn't obvious enough for you.
Thought you were Bray Wyatt again.
Have you heard of the High Elves? It's Oblivion, baby.
I thought it was covered. Like when you had Skyrim down at the bottom, I was like, I know why that's there.
Oh, Oblivion! What a game! What a game! You know, I think why I like it so much more. It's because I originally didn't own it myself. I lent it off somebody.
Oh, that's cool. To be fair,
and like I had it for a long time, and they kept like. It's like his brother kept trying to get it back, but it wasn't his game. His other brother was like, "Nah, you can keep it for now." That made me want it more.
I've got to ask this quickly as we go on to this. Have you looked at our search history recently in the TNN shit?
Nah.
Oh, mate, you need to. Because I had a night when I was looking up like just Oblivion NPC dialogue, and there's a whole freaking page of like Joe Biden NPC and Donald Trump Oblivion NPC.
I did see the Biden one. I've seen the Biden one actually.
Oh mate, there's loads. Honestly, I'm not even joking. There's not just one. There's loads. They're great.
History.
But I'll let you go back onto Oblivion because you love it, man.
I love how I got all this serial killer stuff yesterday.
Oh, Jesus. I haven't looked recently.
I've been on a real true crime binge. There it is, Joe Biden Oblivion NPC.
Honestly,
there's all this TNA stuff because I've been doing a TNA save. Gambling ads.
Jesus, I don't know what you've been looking at.
What have you got a 1 hour Matrix code?
I tried to get it as my background.
Oh, I should stop. Right.
Oh god.
Oblivion, right? What else do I need to say about Oblivion, man? Oh, way better than Skyrim, right? Anyway, right. Mages Guild's actually got a decent quest line. Dark Brotherhood has the best quest line in Elder Scrolls history. Thieves Guild's good. Fighters Guild's... No, we won't talk about the Fighters Guild. The main quest is good. Way more variety of enemies. I like most of the quests. Yeah, the dialogue's a bit crap, but you know what? That's its charm.
Yeah, man.
That's its charm.
You got to remember, this was like an early launcher on the 360 as well, wasn't it? It was like one of the first launches, I think.
Something like it was like 05 or
like
6, yeah. Oh, fantastic game. I was so many playthroughs. Got fucking Sean Bean and fucking Patrick Stewart in it, mate. Like, what else do you want?
Well, there you fucking go right there. Patrick Stewart, man.
Sean Bean
right? As well.
Obviously dies, because Sean Bean, right? But he doesn't just die in the normal way. No. Right? There's this Daedric prince called Maroon's Dagon, the Prince of Destruction. He's opening all these Oblivion gates because he wants to, like, I don't know, make us all his mortal slaves, right? And do you know how he gets stopped? Yeah, we help. We close some Oblivion gates, whatever, right? You know how it fucking really stops. Fucking Martin Septim, the guy who played Sean Bean. No way around. The new emperor, because the emperor gets murdered because he has the Amulet of Kings. The Amulet of King goes into Monkar Cameron's hand. He's like a little prophet for Maroon's Dagon. Yada yada yada. We get the Amulet of Kings back. Martin Septon's got the Amulet of Kings. He breaks the Amulet of Kings, kills himself, turns into a fucking dragon, and goes right through Maroon's Dagon. Whoa!
If I've ever heard of an Elder Scrolls plot, that's it right there. Like,
Mate, it is peak Elder Scrolls. I've never
turns into a dragon and fucking shanks the bastard.
It's so good. It's so good. I know it sounds shit, but it's so good.
Oh no, it sounds fantastic, but I wouldn't even shit on that.
Fantastic game from start. I used to be scared of it as well.
Why?
Right, there's 2 creatures in it.
Oh.
And they're also high level creatures, so they're hard to kill. Creepy. Right, there's one thing called a spider Daedra.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a half woman, half spider. And she has little spiders that paralyze you, and then she just fucking has you. Creepy shit, man. And she looks fucking ugly.
Anything spider related, and it creeps me out anyway.
I'll get it up on fucking screen for anyone who's never played Oblivion. Hopefully nobody's like yeah, that one.
I know, arachnophobia. We ain't got them grounded settings, mate. Recently on this grounded game, they've got an arachnophobia mode, and you can turn it from 10 to basically 0. It makes the spider less scary. So you can either make like the spider like the full-on tarantula, or you can make it like a puff cloud.
Let's put that over my
great.
face. Where's the one where she's got loads of little babies? You'll just have to take my word about the little babies, but I wish I could show you what she looked like.
Oh, to be fair, I'm probably going to watch this back just to see our podcast get killed. So I'm sure I'll see it on your screen.
What do you mean get killed?
Oh, just with your fucking Beatrice content or whatever.
Oh, man, I still don't know if I should do that.
I want to see it, man. I want to see it.
Alright, you watch it. You'll see it. I'll put it up. Yeah, and then there was another one. I'll get that up as well. Right, it's called I think it's a Landrog. I can't remember.
A Langdrog? Is that not in Skyrim as well?
Nah.
Is that not in Skyrim?
It's like right, you know, like crab people from South Park.
Oh my god.
It's like that, but creepier.
Creepier than crab people.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
I mean, they're pretty creepy, but look at this fucker! Fuck me.
Oh, Jesus, man.
So many good memories, though. So, yeah, I got scared of it at one point. Like, this is how much of an emotional response this game has out of me. I could probably play it now. Again. I haven't played it in a while. I'm due a replay. Oh, man, what else? Like, right. They had ogres, and there'd be, like, a little fight stance, like a little boxer with you. And I used to just, like, take ogres on hand to hand. Fun stuff.
So you'd be fucking fighting out champion with like freaking ogres.
So much for it. Such a good game. Such a good game. As you can tell, I've got a lot of memories. They had like duplication glitches. They used to get rich. So much good stuff. It's all good stuff.
How did you deal with glitches back then? Because I can't say I ever dealt with glitches or anything too much.
There weren't like game breaking glitches. It was more like glitches you could use towards your advantage. So like if you wanted to like duplicate something, you'd use like there's a few ways of doing one. One I remember in particular was like you get scrolls, and there's something you can do where you can hit a scroll as you drop it, and then it like duplicates, and you keep doing that, and then you can end up doing that with other items that cost a bit more money, get rich. There's like a one way if you couldn't reach something, you'd just like for some reason when you drop the paintbrush, it'd just float. It's typical Bethesda broken game design. The paintbrush would just stay in midair. You could climb the paintbrush to get up to where you want to go. Also, right, if you did your agility up on that game, you'd run super fast.
Yeah.
And jump super high. Mate, you could take skooma. Do you know what skooma is?
I can't say I do.
It's like the drug in the Elder Scrolls world. You take loads of it at once, you just get superpowers practically, but then you pass out and stuff. It's good. It's all good. So good.
Jesus.
I feel like I should shut up about Oblivion before Why is it not number one?
I know. Well, I've honestly thought it might have been your number one, to be honest.
Nah.
But hey, if you want to keep going, mate.
No, that's about it. Number two.
This is what's blowing my mind, though. What the fuck have you got above these two? Because I don't have a clue.
Oh, there's some heavyweight contenders, to be fair.
Oof.
And it was on this beautiful console over here. Now, if I told you that all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ, what would you think?
Oh.
San Andreas. My God.
Part one out for smoke.
Big Soak. Remember the name.
It's just wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, I've completed that about 10 plus times at this point. Such a good game. Best story in the GTA universe. Best characters. Based off of isn't it based off of like Ryder, for example? He's based off of Eazy-E, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's
he called? What's the leader called?
Sweet.
The one with the Sweet. He's Ice Cube.
So who's CJ again?
I don't even think CJ was based off it. I think it was just CJ.
Just CJ.
I think it was all his crewmates that were
so was Big Smoke Biggie, or is that just me being racist?
No, I think you could be right. Yeah, I think Big Smoke was Biggie, yeah.
That makes sense. Man. Samuel Jackson's in this game. Like, what? And he's an evil, corrupt cop.
Yeah, that's honestly that blew
kills you,
my
man.
mind. Well, it blew my mind because obviously back in the day I didn't know it was Samuel L. Jackson, and then just replaying it as an older person, it was like, that's Samuel L. fucking Jackson.
It's not just him. What's he called? He's in Family Guy as well. Smith Woods. I can't remember his name. Oh, You know what he's called?
Honestly don't.
Is it Michael Woods or is that just wrong?
Michael Uber, did you say?
No, Michael Woods. No, that's not right. That's I don't know.
Michael Woods, wasn't he like a fucking midfielder for Chelsea back in 04?
What is he called? James Woods? Is it James Woods? It's James Woods.
All right.
He's in Family Guy.
Not a massive Family Guy fan, I'll be honest.
What else has he been in? What else has he been in that you'll know? Well, no. He's not actually been in stuff for a while. Is he dead? He can't be dead. He's alive. He's not been in anything for like 7 years.
Well, this just took a twist, didn't it? Is he dead? Did he fall off a roof by any chance?
No, he was in Family Guy. He was in like Hercules. He was in like.
Oh shit! Was he in Hercules?
Yeah, Stuart Little too.
Stuart Little too. Was he Stuart Little?
Nah.
Oh.
He's a bad guy in a lot of things. He's a bad guy in this. He plays. Can't remember who he plays. He's some corrupt agent. I can't remember his name. Get you to go for flight school. He's that bastard.
Oh, him.
Aye. Yeah, well, what else can I say about this game? Fucking jetpacks. The missions were great. Hardest GTA game. Do you agree?
Oh.
I know Vice City was a bit tough at times as well.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to say no.
No, fair enough.
Because I didn't struggle to complete San Andreas. I did actually struggle on just one mission on Vice City.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's weird because San Andreas, it's such a masterpiece.
It is.
Honestly, I almost like I've been thinking about this for like the last minute. I've almost wanted to say it's almost the best game ever.
Wait, no, almost, yeah.
Yeah, but it's what's making me think like what's number one, because it's like it's almost the best game, but I'm even saying it's almost to myself, like I know it's not. So it's like what is better? Man, the missions were tough. You had a jetpack. What else, man? You could recruit gang members. The cheats were so good. Well, honestly, that's the one where I started using the cheats properly, because I'd used them in Vice City, but like not loads. But in like San Andreas, went mental. Getting the jetpack cheat. Oh my god, there was so many days when, like, literally, I can remember like being off school, and then the first thing I'd do is just play San Andreas on like a fucking sick day or something, and get the jetpack and go into like the freaking like little like redneck countries and stuff. Or there was the freaking Easter egg on top of the Vegas sign, wasn't there?
Was there?
Yeah, there was an Easter egg on top of the Vegas sign. I can't remember what it was, but
there was one I found it. I don't know if it was just because my disc was scratched or if I wasn't meant to find it. It was like it's on top of the San Fierro Bridge or San Francisco Bridge. And it's like, there's no Easter eggs here, go away, kind of thing. And I can't remember if I shot it or took a photo of it, but it crashed my PS2 when I did it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
Nah, I don't know if that was just my disc. That could have been my disc, to be fair.
Could have been.
Oh man, so much good stuff. The conspiracy theories for that game are the biggest as well. Like Bigfoot, aliens. That game is the reason why Bigfoot's in Red Dead Redemption and GTA 5. And aliens.
I don't know. Didn't actually know that, to be fair.
Yeah, it's because like the conspiracy theories are that like massive, like Leatherface was meant to be in it and all kinds. Good stuff. It is fantastic.
Do you know what's actually weird to say though? It kind of is true. I think San Andreas is one of the ones that actually introduced online like multiplayer, like multiplayer first in an open world game sort of. Because they had the not online obviously, but they had the 2-player multiplayer. But remember, it was very early 2-player open world multiplayer, because literally it was like you could only walk so far, sort of off the screen. It's sort of like it's one of them like say like a League of Legends or something, but like where the screen's capped, so you can't go any difference if you go too far away from each other. That
was a bit glitchy. That we won't talk about that.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean though. Like, even though it was bad, like I wouldn't play multiplayer on that shit. But if you think about it in a concept, that was like one of the first that actually introduced it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I can't think of anything else at that time that had it.
Not in like third person, maybe first, I don't know. But yeah.
In an open world game, for what I'm saying. Like, there's obviously multiplayer games, but like I can't think of any other open world game that had like multiplayer. Like I think that was like the first.
Can't disagree. I think I could talk about San Andreas all day, couldn't I? Although I will say,
not just you. I think most people would probably have it on their list.
I think a lot of people do have it at number one. A few years ago, I went back to complete it because I'd never completed legitimately. I'd always used cheats because I'd get bored or frustrated because the levels were hard.
Yeah.
And I finished it 100% legit, no cheats, and I was so proud of myself. Maybe that's why it's so high as well.
Well, this is the reason why I like said I don't think it was the hardest GTA game, because I did the exact same. Like myself, I played it with cheats most of the time when I was younger, and then I went back and did it myself as an adult, and it was, I don't know, I just kind of breezed through it.
Yeah, a lot of the time I was like, what was I struggling with? The only missions I struggled with were like the one side of the tracks. It's a fucking hard mission, you know, where you're shooting the guys off the train.
Yeah.
All the big smoke missions were a pain in the ass, actually. Because there's the one after that where you're like getting chased by all these these gang members, these Russian gang members, and you go through the tunnel and that, and you're in the back of a motorbike, and he's driving and you're shooting.
Do you know what I always found hard as a kid? Do you know the burglar missions? I
found them a piece of piss.
No,
in and out, mate.
Like as a kid, I found them proper hard, but now, they're a piece of piss.
Oh no, as a kid, I found them a piece of piss and all.
You find them piss? I struggled as a kid, I think.
We had different missions that we found easy. I bet you like the Rider mission, you know, where you break into the base, the army base. You probably found that piece of piss. I struggled with that. That was hard.
I can't remember what I was like at that as a kid, but it wouldn't surprise us.
I will say that it's one of the only games where, like, maybe it's just because like you're getting used to the game, but the first island is such a ball ache, and then as you get on, it gets easier and easier. It's weird,
yeah, that was the weird thing, wasn't it? Like once you got off, that's maybe my only flaw with San Andreas. Like once you got off that first island, it didn't seem very long before you got to the others.
Yeah, I get you. That's fair. Yeah, because like in Vice City and GTA 3, you don't really get onto the other islands until like right at the end. But you go. It's alright.
No,
he lagged.
I was just gonna say, like it's like literally in Vice City. Once you get to the second island, they even like extend that out. Though I feel like you have a good length of time on the island. Like, because I remember like getting chuffed getting over to the second island on Vice City, and then I kind of lost the chuffness over the second island thing because I was like there for so long, and I was like, Jesus Christ, am I still fucking here? Or is it not the end yet? Sort of thing.
I get you. GTA 3 was right at the end. We got to the next island.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much. But yeah, that's a fair point. I'll give you that. I don't know. It just had so much for me that I liked.
It's not just you, mate. I think it's the whole world.
Yeah. Right, you ready for number one? It all comes down to this.
I'm intrigued because it's beaten San Andreas and Oblivion.
You won't get this reference that I'm about to do as well. It's so sad.
Oh dear.
You've not played it.
Have I not played it?
No. Oh. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favourite game on the Citadel. Mass Effect 2. Had to be. It had to be.
To be fair, though, I am looking forward to playing it in March on the remaster of all of them.
I hope it's as good as I remember. Like, Andromeda really fucked everything up for me.
Well, I've heard they're all good. Obviously, Mass Effect 1's supposed to be weird control-wise or something, is it?
Oh, it is a bit
like the controls aren't great, but the story's good or something.
The story's... It's still somehow the weakest story, believe it or not. But it's good. It's real good. Yeah. Yeah, oh mate, the characters in Mass Effect. Like, so like I think I've said it before, where I'd have this thing in Mass Effect 2 where I'd start it, finish it, play it again, do the exact same choices as well. I would just play that same game. It almost got to the point to me where it was like rewatching that movie over and over again.
Shit.
We all have that movie where we watch it over and over again. That was Mass Effect 2 for me at one point in my life. Haven't played it in a few years though. Been about 5 years. Just because like Andromeda fucked things that like it was almost an act of betrayal, Andromeda being that bad. If you get me.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Well, my problem is The only Mass Effect I've played is Andromeda, and I've only
that's
touched it for half an hour because it's that bad.
such a disservice for you as well. It's such a betrayal of you. Nah, Mass Effect 2, it's such good shit. Every character's compelling. The Elusive Man may be the most compelling villain in game in history. The Reaper's threat, it ramps up, not as much as to the point in the third game, but whoa. Characters are amazing. Shepard's amazing. Tally's amazing. Garrus has got so much more backstory. You might not have Rex from the first game, but you've got Grunt, who's class. Fuck me. Fane's class. Miranda's a bit annoying. Jack's a bit complex, but she's got a backstory. She justifies why she does things. Everyone's so good. The DLC's amazing.
So, just to clarify, this is Mass Effect 2, was it? You're talking about?
Yeah. The missions are good. The combat is tight. It's like listened to all of the feedback from the first game, and we'll make this fucking amazing. It all builds up to this crescendo. I don't want to spoil too much for it, but you go on this suicide mission, and depending on how you've played the game, that'll depend on how your ending is.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. I won't want to spoil too much because I know you plan on playing it, but
definitely,
so good, so good.
Honestly, that's probably the most thing I'm looking forward to playing game wise next year. I'm don't get me wrong, I'm still hyped for Cyberpunk, but I've for so long, before I started playing BioShock this year, Mass Effect was on my list. The ones that I had to play were BioShock, Dishonored, and Mass Effect. But now that the trilogy's getting remastered, I presume they're gonna remake the controls on the first one just to make it good.
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so.
That means the first game is then a much better game. And I'm not gonna talk about the third game. I like 99% of the third game.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a controversial ending, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I flip and flop. You ask me on a daily basis, my answer will change whether I hate the third ending in this game. Honestly, if it isn't for that ending, the third game is ahead of the second game for me.
Really?
Yeah. But it's because of that I can't in good conscience. Because I never changed my mind about Mass Effect 2. The only thing I say was weak about Mass Effect 2 is probably the last boss. But it's like a thing of the last boss is a bit weak. Fuck, just knocked the light over. So the last boss is a bit weak. But in context and in story, it makes so much sense that I don't mind. It's not an issue for me.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to talking to you about it in fucking wait. March, whenever it's out.
Yeah, I was going to replay it this year, but now I'm not because it's coming out.
It takes a while to complete though, doesn't it? It's a good 30 hours story sort of thing.
For which game?
For most of them, isn't it?
They're all about 20 or 20. Well, it depends. Mass Effect 2, I did a complete playthrough before the third game, and I did everything because I thought, everything's going to carry over. I want everything to matter. So that ended up probably being a 40, 50 hour playthrough in the end.
It's alright, to be fair. I was just thinking how
I did everything.
Yeah. So if you were just doing the story, what would you say? It's 16 to 20? Yeah. 22 or something.
Thereabouts. And if you're doing just without side missions, you're probably looking at 10, 12, 15, 14.
That's not too bad.
But you will want to do the side missions.
Yeah. No, I don't want to mess with a game like that. If I'm playing it for the first time, I want to fucking enjoy it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna rush through it.
Take your time. I really want to say what happened on my first playthrough in Mass Effect 2, but it would spoil it for you. So
I can mute you if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, right. Nigel's on mute. Tell me when you're on mute. You can't hear me now. So
just by the way, I'm gone.
It's gone. Right. So Mass Effect 2, you all know, and if you don't want to listen, do what he did and mute us. What I did was I didn't do most of the side missions. I didn't do up the ship or anything. So I went into that suicide mission with 3 loyal characters maybe. And I had a massacre. I have 3 surviving ship members, and I was like, whoa, I need to play this game again. Play it again, get the perfect ending, and then just keep doing the same thing. I'd change it up every now and again, depends if I want to be Paragon or Renegade, but man, I love that game. So good. Number 1 for a fucking reason. I'm just going to have to message our boy.
Oh no, are you finished?
Yeah.
I'm back. I was just thinking you might see me laughing in the fucking footage because I was thinking, shit, I've not told him how to know when he's done or anything.
Oh, thank God. That's my list.
Mate, honestly, fucking learned something new about you today. I didn't know Mass Effect was your fucking favourite game. I honestly thought it was probably going to be Oblivion.
I think I talk about Oblivion
I'm
more.
honestly still surprised San Andreas is above Oblivion for you.
It's just because Oblivion's a meme that I talk about it so much. But yeah, it has genuine merit as well, I suppose.
Jeez. Honestly, some of your lists surprised me. I didn't expect to see Tekken on there.
Tekken. Oh, it's mint.
Jesus.
It's an experience.
Honestly, yours is definitely more out there than mine. Yeah. Some of mine shouldn't be in there, but I feel like mine's more to the fans.
Now I've got to shut up and listen to you instead of talk.
Well, I'll fucking get straight into it because honestly, I thought it's going to be a quick one, but it might be a long one, this one.
I love the sound of my own voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's cool, man. Because, I'm just going to, let people know. Once we've done this, we're going to combine our 2 lists and make the ultimate list.
Oh, bollocks,
I feel like this one, it might be easy, to be honest. It might not be too hard because I feel like we have a few similars.
Okay.
So,
Let's hear you out.
But anyways, I'm going to jump into it straight at 10. And it's a newer one, actually. And it's a big thing. And I'd probably say it's the best game on the generation. It's God of War.
I was so close to putting it on.
Fucking God of War, mate. I had to put it in at 10. Honestly, I almost went in an honourable mention. But I was like, you just have to, because I was thinking to myself, the whole list, I don't really have a PlayStation 4 generation game, and I was like, I have to put something in there, but what can I put in? I was like, this isn't it, well, nothing's getting in over God of War. Like, Spider-Man's good, but it's not fucking God of War, is it?
Mate, I'm still on the first level of Spider-Man, and I still haven't touched it.
You'll get to it eventually, but it's not God of War. Nothing's God of War.
God of War grabbed me by the balls, and I was like, whoa.
Mate, honestly, I was like, I didn't know if the hype was going to be so good with it, because I'd never really played the God of War franchise. That was my first one.
Either.
And I've gone back and I've revisited 3, and then I want to play 2 and 1. But Jesus Christ, once I started playing that game, I was hooked into it, man.
It's good stuff. It is good stuff.
Atreus to me! The continuous camera as well. The whole time, it's a continuous camera. That's fucking great.
It's almost like a movie again, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's just everything about it, and I just want to throw it out there as a cool fucking thing. If anyone doesn't know, it was around the time of Jesus. What was the first Avengers? Was it Infinity War with Thanos?
That was about Infinity War time, yeah.
Yeah, you got the fucking Infinity Gauntlet at the end of it, or even halfway through it. And you could get, it wasn't called the Infinity Gauntlet, but it was the gauntlet you got, and it technically was the Infinity Gauntlet because the stones that you put in were the Infinity Stones. Although you could only get 3 of them, you couldn't actually put in all 5 Infinity Stones, but that was what the reference was to it. And I thought that was fucking amazing. I used to go around just Thanosing people once I'd completed the game.
I'm inevitable.
But, mate, I don't want to give too much away in case anyone's not played it, but I could only imagine fucking everyone has played it almost. But
can I just say that 4 sons are dicks?
Oh god, yeah. Fucking hell,
bastards.
Mate,
they got what they fucking deserve. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly, it took a long time since I was hooked in a story that much. I was so into that game.
Boy.
It's just fucking that. And this is one we've got to shout out as well because he's not with us anymore. Fucking the Kratos body actor was actually Shag Gaspar.
Was he actually?
Aye, not even shitting you. Shag Gaspar.
Big Shad. Big up.
Big Shad, man. So shout out to fucking Shad. Rest in peace, man. But fuck me, what? Oh, it's just great. That game.
Good stuff.
And that feeling as well, like even though I wasn't a massive fan, but I knew it was the thing because I was always confused straight away when I played the game because I'd seen the boxes as a kid, and I was always like, "Where are them blades that he has? Like the two little chain whip things,
the hell blades."
And I was like, "Where are they? Why has he got an axe?" And I was but I liked the axe at first, and then in that moment when you get the blades back, it was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool." To be fair,
turn OP. You turn OP as fuck with the hell blades, don't you?
Oh, honestly, mate. Just.
Now, that's a game I played on normal.
Honestly, mate, I think I played it easy just because I wanted the story as well.
Yeah, it was hard. That was hard, that game, though, to be fair.
But I don't really have any more to say about it, to be honest. Just amazing. If no one's played it, somehow play it. Because it's the best game on PlayStation 4.
I agree. Even though it's not on my list. No, it's a second.
Honestly, it sounds crazy, but it was almost in my honourable mentions as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll be honest, it almost came number 9. But the reason I haven't put it as a number 9 is because I thought I'd have to include an Xbox franchise solely that needed to come in. And this one's where my list's kind of going to piss people off because it's more nostalgia. But I feel like this could be in people's lists too anyways. And this is just nostalgia for me. Gears of War 3.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Damn! Yeah, and I picked 3 specifically because the hard mode on Gears of War 3 was amazing as well. Oh, there's so many hours I wasted on freaking horde with Robbie. Honestly, mate.
Drop the hammer. Damn.
Oh, such a great game, Gears of War 3, though.
It did bring the whole trilogy together, didn't it?
Oh, it really did. Like, honestly, I didn't even think I needed the other Gears of War games after it. Like, I've started playing 4 halfway through, and I've got 5, but I won't do it until I've played 4 eventually. But honestly, if it ended at 3, I would have been okay with it. But
it ended at 3 for me.
It ended there for you.
Yeah.
Have you touched 4 or 5 or?
Don't have the desire. The story's wrapped up to me.
Yeah. No, I can't. Honestly, I can't really talk about it anymore. I just wanted to lob it in there for fan service. Just a great game, Gears of War, man. I just had to include a Gears of War game in there. It's because, just Xbox in it. And to me, Xbox is one of the Xboxes, Gears of War.
Gears, Halo.
But anyways, I don't have any more to say Gears of War. It's just Gears of War. Everyone knows what I mean.
Gears of War, more like Tears of War.
And here is my controversial pick, the whole damn list. Because no one else is going to agree with this apart from me. And you probably know what it is already. What? Number 8. His Life is Strange.
Oh, had to be. It has to be that, didn't it?
No one else is included in the greatest list of all time, so I am.
That's fair. It had a profound effect on you, didn't it? So.
Oh, mate, I love the damn thing. Honestly, I just love the game. It's great. I don't know, I just love games like that where you get like your story options and stuff, and it's almost like a Sims game, but you've got like your multiple choices and stuff, and just it's so good. A lecturer stole my assignment about it.
It did it, didn't they?
They did.
Tell him that. Go on. I've hogged the limelight. Go on. Tell him that story.
Oh, I talked about it for an assignment once, and it was. I think today it's still the best result I got in uni so far. And literally 6 months later, it was included in an essay, and I was just like, "Shit, you just taken that from me,
son of a bitch."
I was like, fair play though. You did like it, so I'm not surprised. But honestly, mate, I just love it. Just it's just great. You got multiple choices, and there's the plot twist. Big old Jefferson himself was the man. Oofed. I can remember finding that out, and I didn't think it was him. It
blew my mind. I won't lie.
I think that was the thing that blew my mind. And it's like that. The whole little dungeon he has comes out of nowhere.
It's creepy as
well.
Not
even mentioned or anything. Like any highlights to it are out. Like I honestly thought he was a cool person for most of it, and then that just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, what?
He turns the creep on pretty damn well.
Oh, definitely, man. Oh, just, I'll I'll put it out there as well because it depends on what you do, but in Life is Strange 2, they actually reference the characters as well a few times for anyone that's played Life is Strange 2, but again, that depends on what you've done. Which is what my last point wants to be, is that's the interesting part that differs between me and you about this game. Because we did the different options, didn't we?
Well, I don't condone genocide. Fucking... Oh, just because some incels want to see Chloe and Max shag. Chloe's a bitch.
Hey, you don't have to have that option, though, to be fair. They can just be friends.
I know. Just let me attack some.
Just let me attack someone.
No, I know someone like you chose it because...
A poll came out, the majority were. It's crazy.
A lot of them see him shag, alright?
Majority, like, I thought the majority would have been in your favour, to be honest, and I thought it was for a while, but no, they fucking came out and it was like a good 70% chose to fucking go with Chloe.
I know you're like, fuck Arcadia Bay, and you've got your reasons, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. The people that wanted to see him shag, though, come on. Close it.
I did. I had a really good reason. I just can't remember what the fuck it was. I remember explaining to you what my reason was. I can't fucking remember what it was.
It was essentially just like, fuck Arcadia Bay. It boiled down.
Yeah, no. I feel like I had a really good worded out reason though when I told you it. I just can't remember it when I need to explain it on a podcast.
It was a bit more nuanced and a bit more, you had your reasons, you laid it out, you're like, this is why I did it. Like, the town's like abandoning her, like shit for years, yada yada yada. It needed, the town's corrupt, it's awful, it needed this. You had your reasons. It was something on those lines.
It's something like, it's something weird. I can't remember what it was, but
Chloe's a bitch.
That's the thing as well, though, and this is something that kind of forgot as well. Like the whole rewind ability was so cool, like how they twisted it in.
Yeah, they made it like
a story feature,
which was good.
That was cool. Like that wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't a like. You've not played Life is Strange 2, have you?
Nah, I didn't even play Before the Storm. Maybe I think Chloe's not a bitch if I played Before the Storm as well.
Well, I think if you play, I've played before that. See, this is weirder when people play the games now. I don't know which one to tell them to play first because you could play them in any order now.
Yeah,
like I've played them so many times, all of them. But like I've tried playing them in different orders just to work, but they're kind of working anyway. But yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling on too much about Life is Strange. I'll be here forever.
To be honest, I rambled on about my games.
Oh no, mate! If you start us on this, I'll be here forever.
What's the blonde girl called that jumps off the building or doesn't? I saved her in mine.
Oh, yeah.
What's she called again?
Yeah, can't remember what she's called.
She's nicer. She's a better friend than Chloe is.
Oh no, she definitely is.
That's what pisses me off, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but also Nathan Prescott. What a troubled kid, eh?
And well, that's who I thought the original. I mean, I suppose that was too obvious for it to be him.
Yeah. This is the thing though, like this is one this is my last statement on it because I just want to get your opinion. How did you feel though, do you know, when you've saved the city? So I guess you wouldn't have minded too much because you didn't really like her as a character, Chloe, but how did you feel when you watched it back and like, because honestly I hate watching that cutscene, do you know, when she's in the bathroom but she just holds her hand over her mouth and just listens to Chloe getting shot? Like honestly I can't do it. Honestly, I hate
bad for her, but she was in some shit. She got herself in a jam, didn't she?
Yeah.
Kind of brought things upon herself a bit as well, which also makes me rationalise that decision more. Yeah, I mean it's sad. Where it goes through the timeline of where you saved the marriage with her dad and that. And then she ends up being in a wheelchair. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's the only time I felt bad for her, really.
Oh, mate, honestly, I kind of want you to play Before the Storm now, because knowing what happens to Rachel, like playing that whole game, knowing what's to come, it makes it interesting, like just for that reason.
I always assumed that Rachel was a good person, though. So.
Yeah.
I'm not just hating on girls and victim blaming, like, oh, you brought it upon yourself. I just don't like Chloe, and I think she brought everything upon herself.
But anyways,
Personally.
we'll move on from Life is Strange, as I say. And this is I think this is my most interesting pick on the list. But a lot of people will like me for this one. Because I can guarantee it wasn't even considered in your list. And in my honorable mentions, I have a Star Wars game. And that's Battlefront. And that was hard to put in there, the original Battlefront. But the reason I did it is because there is a better Star Wars game. And that Star Wars game was the original Xbox Star Wars game. And it was the best Star Wars game of all time. It's Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
KOTOR. Fair one.
KOTOR, I had to put it in there. Because I was like, if there's an original Xbox game, is anything that's great, it's KOTOR. Oh my god. If I got a remaster right now of that game, I'd fucking hammer that game. Crazy.
Same, because it doesn't work on newer like PCs.
Can you not get it working? No.
Because I haven't been able to.
I
haven't tried it in a few years.
I've got them on Steam, but I played the last time I played KOTOR was a few years back, the first one at least.
I think I have them on Steam, maybe. I think I did have originally on disc, maybe that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think you can maybe get a patch for it, but oh god, just such a good game. It was like, because for a long time I didn't want to play it as a kid because I could never like that style of the fighting, like the sort of Final Fantasy fighting. I don't even know what it's like, the turn-based fighting and stuff. I could never get into it, but I don't know, I just started to love it more and more as I got older.
Guess which studio made that?
Honestly, I'm not even actually sure.
Do I know?
I just remember the LucasArts sign coming on.
Yeah, but do you know like who developed it?
Go for it.
Your boy BioWare, Mass Effect, baby.
Did BioWare actually do it?
Yeah.
Go.
Man, they've got some hitters. KOTOR, Mass Effect, Dragon Age.
Literally. Oh mate, honestly, I can't hold it high enough. It is the best Star Wars game, and it hurts to say that to me because as a kid, I loved Battlefront more, but just growing up even more and playing that game, it's just like, God, it really is the best game. Just story based and everything, and like if you can get over the combat issues with it, then oh my god, the story is incredible because it's like,
and it's got a twist.
Yeah, well, that was the thing as well. Original Xbox, that game must have come out in like 2003 or 2 even.
Yeah, and
I think that was one of the ones where you really like first games of that sort of type though, where you had to choose between being the good guy or the bad guy. And like that's kind of a natural thing nowadays, but like that was one of the first, which is unreal.
It kind of laid the foundation for Mass Effect as well, so I'll always respect it.
For so many games. It's crazy.
I'll always give a shout out to Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. What a game that was.
Oh yeah, no, I enjoyed them too. Like honestly, I when I was looking through it, I was like, I've got to put a Star Wars game on here, but it was always going to be one of them, and I was like, it has to be KOTOR.
Good shout.
But yeah, I don't really have any more to say about that because I'm going to number 6, and I don't need to cover on this one too much, Tony, because you've already mentioned it, and it was going to be there. It's my wrestling game. It's Here Comes the Pain, baby.
Yes. Well, how about you messaged me a few months ago? You tell me the faction storyline you went with. That could be your contribution.
Oh, the faction storyline. I went with. Wait, who I picked as the faction or
whatever? Just tell me more.
Well, I chose to be the NWO. I decided that we were called the NWO, and I'm pretty. Who the fuck have I just done a career mode with recently? Oh, it was Edge. I did Edge career mode. And I got Christian in my faction. And I'm pretty sure I had, like, Kevin Nash or Booker T.
What a fucking mix that is.
I know, I can't remember what it was. I think it might be Booker T, to be honest.
Could you not get a girl in there as well?
Yeah, no, you do. Who the fuck was my girl?
Mine was always like, I was such a little fucking weirdo as a kid. It'd always be Tori. You fucking shit.
I I think it was Lita or Stacy. It was one of them. I can't remember. I think it's Lita. I would have most likely picked Lita. I've only just done this faction mode like recently as well. I can't remember, honestly. It's I've really, you've already hyped it though. Like honestly, there's not much more else I can say. It's just, it's the wrestling game, innit? For us at least.
The wrestling.
Oh. But anyways, Tony, I'm gonna move on from that because we talked about it, and I'm on to number 5. And this is where my controversial thing comes in. Because Tony, I'm gonna put a spoiler out there for you. There's no San Andreas in my list.
Bastard.
There isn't.
What a bastard.
Because my number 5 pick is GTA Vice City. Oh,
it's good stuff. It is
good stuff. And that's why I was keeping quiet when you were talking about San Andreas. Because, man, to me, Vice City is the baby. And that is a more nostalgia thing for me, I think. I do agree that San Andreas is probably the better game overall. But God, for me, the best best character ever in a GTA game is Tommy Vercetti.
Tommy Vercetti? How do you ever let him out?
Everyone knows that fucking line, and that was the thing though. GTA games, they had the opening lines with them too. It was like Tommy Vercetti, you ever know that shit out, and then there was CJ. Oh shit, here we go again.
Grove Street, home.
Oh,
it was before I fucked everything up.
I miss shit like that. I can't even remember what the fucking opening line is on GTA 5.
We're robbing a bank. It's what the whole game is going to be about. Oh, Michael's a prick. Oh, Franklin's a bit lame. Oh, Trevor's crazy. Whoa.
Oh, literally. Mate, but this is what there's missing and everything. And another thing why I kept quiet when you were talking about San Andreas and you were saying I think it was the hardest game. I was thinking because I was specifically going to talk about this reason when it came to my time. And oh my God, there was a mission where you had to fly a mini fucking dodo. And it was the hardest thing I have ever fucking done in a game. Honestly. It was so fucking hard. And you get timed and everything. It's just disgusting.
Bastard. Yeah, I hated that mission. Like,
honestly, I've done it. I played that game recently as well, and I still couldn't do it. Like, first, second, or third try. It took me loads of tries. I'm pretty sure I had a lob on a cheat just to speed it up or something.
Bastard.
Oh. But
tell me a little about Lance Vance.
Lance Vance, baby! I love the guy. I love his suit. Love everything about him. It's just... He's like your ultimate gangster. He's your boy, and then you keep getting through the game, and it's like, oh, Lance Vance has got my back. It's all good, Lance Vance, baby. And then out of nowhere, bastard turns on you, doesn't it? Get Lance Vance, and then that's a fucking hard mission in itself. Where you have to go to the junkyard to kill Lance Vance, and if you haven't got a fucking tank, you ain't getting through there easily, mate. I remember that was my freaking cheat to like complete the game when I was younger. It's like the only way I'm doing that junkyard mission is if I've got a tank and I can just drive through everyone. And for anyone that doesn't know tanks in like old GTA games, you just drive into cars and they all blow up.
It's great. And you don't blow up.
Oh, I miss that. If tanks could still do that nowadays, that'd be freaking incredible. But honestly, mate, yeah. No other Rockstar games in my list, I'll say that.
Can I tell you the opening line of GTA 4 just because I was curious?
Yeah, go for it.
Daddy's back, you bitches.
Oh, yeah, because that's...
The dude's getting spanked.
Yeah. See, that's when they lost the iconic lines, because I know it's the bank robbery, but it's not iconic, is it?
I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking.
But, well, anyways, I'm gonna move on from Vice City, because... it's just great, honestly. Just Miami setting and everything. It's just moi. Can we talk? Actually, no, I'm not moving on from Vice City. I'm going a bit longer. Going longer. The radio station is the best in any game.
Best soundtrack for sure.
Oh, the 80s tunes, man. You got Bryan Adams. You got fucking. I'm forgetting every single song in the game now. Oh my god, it's just good. Honestly, I've gone blank, and it's just great. Video killed the radio star. Oh man, it was so good. Just Flash FM. Just keep it on. You could keep it on Flash FM, and you're fine. But then, like, if you didn't like that, you could go to V Rock. Oh god, and what were the band called?
Oh, they're in the missions as well. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
Love Fist, is it?
Love Fist. Oh my god, wonderful. Oh, just so much. I love that biker mission where you pick them up, like the chick up or something, for Love Fist, and you just drive around.
That mission.
Just such a good game, man.
The opening like of GTA 5 was he was not a good man, because it starts at Michael's funeral, if you will.
It's not iconic, is it?
No, I've been over how I don't like GTA 5, so
it's just not iconic for. I'd be interested to get an opinion of someone who's not played the other games and they've grew up on 5. But
they'll love it. They'll think, oh mate, I've spent so much on shark cards.
Yeah, well that's it, innit? It's changed, man. We were talking about this last week. It's just changed the game landscape. But
do I sound like a boomer when I insult people who buy shark cards? I feel like I do.
No, because it is toxic. It's a scary thing.
Yeah,
it's a scary thing. But I'm
Red
gonna
Dead
move.
2's class.
I'm gonna move on because we've still got to combine our list, mate. And I'm on to number 4, and the reason I've picked this is because this is. I included Gears there because it was the Xbox franchise, but the Xbox franchise is the Master Chief himself. Good old Master Chief Halo. And the reason I've picked this one though, it's not Halo 1, it's not 2, it's Halo 3. Halo 3, man. Oh god, I just love playing this game. It was like the 360 era, and it was like the big deal because this was the Halo game on 360, and everyone was going crazy over multiplayer. So many good times playing Slayer on that multiplayer, and I'm pretty sure like you can replay it all now on the Master Chief Collection and shit, and it's still as good. But just if you want to play a Halo game, just play Halo 3. Honestly, it holds up so well, and the storyline's so good with Cortana. On the last mission when you're driving on the Warthog and the planet's blowing up. Oh my god, it's like the end of the world and you're driving off the end of the world. It's incredible. Honestly, mind-blowing.
Don't have a lot to say about Halo. I won't lie, never a big fan.
Not a massive fan of it.
Did you buy Crackdown to get the Halo 3 beta?
I didn't know. I actually didn't.
I didn't buy Crackdown for that reason. I just wanted to play Crackdown. But,
was that actually a thing that was a thing?
Yeah, and it was like the reason most people bought Crackdown.
I never actually realised that, to be fair.
That's like Crackdown, me. I thought it was good.
Just like Crackdown. Yeah. Crackdown's a good game, to be fair, but
it's not bad.
Oh,
it's alright. It's not great. It's fine.
Mate, for me, Halo was the fucking franchise of Xbox, but I'm getting concerned now though, because obviously Infinite's been delayed, and then because of like people saying the graphics look shit, and to be fair, they do look like 360 graphics, but like I didn't have a problem with that, and I don't think a lot of people had a problem with that liked Halo, because it's like, this is the Halo we want. What are you on about? It looks great. We don't want Halo to look different, but they've obviously given in to like the newer people, and they've chopped the leader of the project, which worries me, because the game was going on to be like potentially one of the best games ever. You're going to have a Halo open world game. It's crazy. It's not going to be like a level thing anymore. You're going to be able to play open world in Halo. It's insane.
Disgusting.
But I don't even know if that's going to be a thing now. I worry for the new game. But
that's
who knows when that's going to come out.
Worry,
it's supposed to be out now. It's supposed to be a launch title, and then people fucked it up.
When Cyberpunk was coming out.
Oh, mate, I'm still hoping that's coming out. You never know these days, do you?
I don't mind it being delayed,
mate. Next week's podcast was supposed to be us talking about the release of Cyberpunk.
It's good because I can't afford it right now.
It's probably a good thing it got delayed, like you say. But I'm not going to say any more about Halo 3 because I've got more to say about the next one, and I think you might as well, actually.
Number 4.
Actually, number 3.
Oh,
We're on to number 3, mate. And number 3 for me, is the PlayStation game of PlayStation games. It's the first Last of Us.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I had to pop it up at number 3 because that game had such an impact on me. Oh my god, the first time I played that, whew, I was hooked on that damn story, man. Jesus Christ. Like, first of all, can I just say what a performance by both of the actors, Troy doing frickin' Joel and then Ashley doing frickin' Ellie. Amazing. Oh my god. Just the connection between the two of them. But it just shows like why so many people got pissed off with the last of two, and like, spoilers if you haven't played it, Joe dies. I think you all know. But it shows why so many people got pissed off, because like, it was that good of a story and a connection. I mean, you build up all the way through it, and it's like Joel's lost his daughter, and then he comes across this other girl, and he's just trying to get by in life. He's just trying to recover from losing his daughter, and then he gets handed this girl that needs to be delivered to some hospital, and he's doing it as a favour for his friends. But then as slowly as you're going through the story, he's building up that relationship that he never got to have with his daughter, which is horrible to like think of it in that way. But it's essentially what it is. He's essentially getting a daughter who he's lost, and as the story builds up and it builds up and you get further in, oh mate, you get the bit where she gets bitten and he's freaking the fuck out, and she explains to him that she's immune, and he's just like mind blown, and that's crazy. And then that's where you find out that the story is going somewhere and she's immune, and that she has to go to the hospital. And then, oh mate, you get the freaking giraffe scene, and that giraffe scene in itself is just a moment. Oh, it's wonderful. And then it just keeps going, the whole story, man. And you meet Tommy, his brother, and he's got his perspectives on what's going on and stuff. And then it sort of goes away, and you finally getting to freaking see it. Oh, you've got all the way through. You've got Ellie to the end. And it's like, she's doing it. She's going to save the world. But he's built up that connection. He's built it up, and he just fucking goes in there and shoots up every bastard in that hospital. And he doesn't let her do the operation. And honestly, mate, they didn't have to make another game, because that ending is perfect.
It actually is.
It's the perfect bittersweet ending that ever was.
You know, that is a similar ending to Life is Strange, but I don't have as much issue with it. I don't think anyone did, because they didn't expect another one to come from it. Because it sort of ends itself there, doesn't it? It's like okay. It's like he lies to her. He's basically said there wasn't anything. And it's like, from that moment on, they could just go on and live another life. Mm-hmm. Like, from that, just a normal life. And she wouldn't know any other way. It's the second game that gives that narrative, but I don't hate the second game myself, like everyone does. And I think that now I've played it, I kind of like that we got a second game. I know everyone else disagrees. But oh mate, just the first one. There's a reason why I didn't include Life is Strange 2 in my list at all, or even honorable mentions. But the first one's story is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that first game. Even the scene where he's like, she's being held hostage, that's fucking... Whoa. The scene where he goes into a coma, whoa. Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing as well, though. And like, because earlier you got mixed up with Troy and Nolan North. The guy that's the cannibal is Nolan North. It's Nolan North.
Didn't notice that, you know.
Aye.
No.
But oh man, there's so much in that game. It's fucking amazing, and like even the DLC is good, and like gives you an insight into Life is Strange 2 before you even know it, because it shows how she had the relationship with a friend.
Yeah, I thought the friend was annoying, but like I respected it.
I was the same at first. I was like, oh, what the hell's this? You know, the friend shit. But like, I think it was when you were in the arcade and you're playing the games together, and I thought, I kind of like this. And then when she dies, like, that just out of nowhere, isn't it? And it's like, Jesus.
And this franchise is good at doing that. Like, you know, like, sort of like Ellie and I hate each other at first.
Yeah.
And it's a good dynamic, and then, to build a whole, they used to just build things up at the right moments, and things happen at the right moments, and yeah, don't really need to say anything else.
No, not really.
That was my contribution.
It's just a masterpiece. Like, if there was a PlayStation game for me that I had to play, and for picking a franchise, I just had to pick it. Because I was like, if there's going to be some at the top, it's going to be that. And I know as God of War is the best PlayStation 4 game of all time, and to me it is, but that's technically a PlayStation 3 game, so we're okay. Even though it got remastered on PlayStation 4, technically a PlayStation 3 release,
PS3
so we're fine.
Heart, isn't it? PS3 game at heart.
Yeah. But anyways,
Number 2.
no, nothing more to speak on Last of Us. We're coolio.
DOS.
We're on to number 2, DOS. And as you said, number 2 is fittingly a number 2 of a game. Can you guess what it is, Tony?
Number 2. It's not Last of Us 2.
It's not.
It's not Bioshock 2.
It's not.
It's not Soul Reaver 2.
I almost put Soul Reaver in here, I thought about putting it in honourable mentions.
It's not Crash 2, is it?
No, it's not.
I'm trying to think of sequels. It's not Home Alone 2, is it?
I wish it was.
I'm not the first Home Alone. Isn't that weird?
I mean, not. Jesus, you'll have to watch that this Christmas, mate.
Right, it's on the list. What is it? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
It's Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, why did I not even think of that?
Yeah, man. Ezio Alta fucking Dore, man.
Mate. What a pick. That is a good pick.
Honestly, it might be my favourite franchise ever.
That's fair.
Honestly, I am one of these people that just has not been able to ever not play an Assassin's Creed game. I've played even the shit ones, them rough years of before fucking Origins, and then Syndicate, and the one in France. The one in France is the worst one I've ever seen. Jesus Christ.
What was that one called again? The one that didn't work and you kept falling through the map?
Yeah. Oh, it was bloody awful. The story was terrible. The characters were terrible. Everything was terrible.
Is that the one that had Lord in the trailer?
Yeah, I think it was.
Bad stuff.
It was just horrible. But oh my god, Assassin's Creed 2. I had to include that one because, to be fair, you could pick any of the Ezio games and they're all great. But freaking Assassin's Creed 2, man, that was amazing because you went from Florence and you went into the other towns as well, and it would that's the thing that I loved about it so much. It was they kind of do it in the newer ones as well, and Valhalla obviously came out and you can do it as well, but at that time it was an open world game and you're getting to go to all these different places as well. It was incredible. And
it had the Borgia conspiracy, man, that doubled down on the Garden of Eden shit, the apple.
And that's what pisses me off about the latest thing, because the whole Ezio trilogy, it tied all of them stories in, the Apple of Eden stuff, and it kept on coming to it, and you'd finish a game and you get further and further, and it's I've got to wait another year for that next one. What's going to happen? And then you get to the third Assassin's Creed and you fucking just spoilers for anyone. Technically not the third, it'd be the fourth, because it's Brotherhood.
Shit ending, isn't it? Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, well, it pissed me off because I'd invested in the characters so much, because it goes down to that thing where you ultimately the hinting that it's going to be the next Assassin's Creed's going to be an Assassin's Creed in the future, basically. The hint that we're basically going to the future now and it's going to be all weird and scary, and we're going to have an Assassin's Creed in the future, which I guess is essentially Watch Dogs in a sense. Because that was a futuristic game at the time. So they were essentially doing an Assassin's Creed in the future. But they didn't even end up doing any of that. They just fucked off the whole story whatsoever, and they made Black Flag. But Black Flag's great, so I ain't complaining about that.
Didn't like Black Flag,
Not fun?
No, I haven't played it in a while, so maybe I need to give it another go.
Oh, honestly, it's great. I fucking went to the launch of it in London. Fantastic. But anyways, I'm getting back to this story because the Apple of Eden shit was perfect, but I agree with you. It was fucked. They fucked it right at the end with that whole shit. because they built them relationships over it. And then there's the bit where I can't remember. I think it's the last one of the Ezio's. It could even be the one before. But
Oh, well, you kill what's her name?
Yeah, Sarah. Is it Sarah?
Yeah, it's just like, whooshah!
Yeah, he just fucking. But he doesn't do it, does he? The apple does it because he's touching it, and it's not him. And he hidden blades there, and it's like, honestly, mate, I was like, what the fuck has just happened?
I was like that too. I was like, did I do something wrong? I looked up to see if I did something wrong.
No, same, honestly, mate. And the thing was, I played each of them Ezio games because I got them for Christmas each time. And I remember playing this just after Christmas. And honestly, it ruined my fucking Christmas.
No, same. Assassin's Creed 3 is what fucked it all up. What a shit ending. They went with the cabin in the woods ending without justifying it.
Oh, you're on about Assassin's Creed 3.
You know when Minerva's just like,
the American British Revolution one.
Yeah, you know when Minerva's just like, I'm going to fucking blow up the universe, mate.
Yeah, no,
what are you
no.
gonna do?
Assassin's Creed 3. Sorry, I was thinking you were on about the third one of the Ezio trilogy. But
oh, no, that brother's class.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you now. Assassin's Creed 3 is trash.
Like, Kenway's class, it really... Like,
Kenway's
like,
mint.
He's mint. I'm like, oh, I'm into this. And then it's like, Connor, and he's like the most boring fucking person in the history.
Boring.
I mean, the story's good, like, about, like, you know, the Civil War and stuff. That's fine, but not Civil War.
It had the American Revolution, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I said Civil War instead.
It had freaking potential, though. It had so much potential, that game, because the maps were good and stuff.
Everything except Connor was good.
Yeah, just Connor was the most boring such a
wet fart of a character.
Oh, honestly, it's a wet flannel.
Yeah, honestly, it was like, man, I was like, just kill Connor. Somebody kill Connor.
It was hard going into it as well, because you started off and you were doing them early hunting missions, and it was just like, what have you done to us? Why am I playing this game? What, like, it was like, I've got to say, this is what Black Flag didn't even come out over it, so I'm gonna have to apologise, because it was 3 that came out after fucking thing, wasn't it? The Ezio trilogy.
There's a good twist for Kenway being a bad Templar, and
literally, I like the Kenway stuff and everything, because you went to London after that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, through it, and I thought that part was cool. But oh gee, it's like you say, it was just the early moments of playing. I just finished the Ezio trilogy, and I was thinking, it's okay, they're gonna somehow it's gonna be some Assassin's Creed in the future, and it's not. It's like Native Americans and stuff. I was just like,
and the revelations, man.
Yeah,
such a good ending. You know, Ezio just dying on the chair.
Yeah,
old man.
Well, that's it, because it's after that when they hinted at like it was going to be a futuristic Assassin's Creed, and then it just never happened, and I was sort of like, okay, well, the next one's gonna be mind blowing, and then we got that.
I always found the modern day like Desmond stuff really unsettling. I thought every time I would cut to a Desmond stuff, I thought, oh, we're gonna get fucking shanked here.
Yeah,
I always found them really scary. I was like, oh, no, let's have this as a proper
that's
game.
the thing. They built the Templar up like they were absolute monsters. Like, for so much of it, when you cut back to a Desmond scene and you're doing like all the running away scenes as like Desmond just getting away from them, and it was like, it's a real threat. It's like almost a bigger threat than like anything that Ezio's facing. But then they still kind of do these in like the more recent ones. They kind of forgot it a little in Odyssey. Like, they still have the Templars chasing them and stuff, but it was mainly in Origins. You had similar missions. Like, they tried to go back to it, and they've tried to go back to it more. And I can't talk about Valhalla yet because I've not played it, but I hope they kind of like go more back that way. Because
was it in Black Flag? The game developers are the bad guy or something.
Yeah. A lot of people like Black Flag though, but to be fair, I think that's why a lot of people like Black Flag, because it came after that. It came after Assassin's Creed 3.
Maybe that's why I don't like Black Flag, conversely, as well. It's because 3 just left such a bad taste in my mouth that I just...
But honestly, I think that's why I like Black Flag though, because it was like, oh, you've saved it for us. You've actually like redeemed yourselves, sort of.
It had a very impossible task of trying to get me back into the series when I was done with it. To be fair, so I feel bad for Black Flag. But Assassin's Creed 2, what a game. Whoa, Ezio.
Honestly, man.
What a character.
Fantastic.
Such a justified story as well. They murdered your entire family. It's fucking got Da Vinci in it, mate. Oh,
Leonardo da Vinci.
You fucking learned to fly because of him.
That's why it was fucking included Assassin's Creed 2. I learned to fly because of him. And he's got the best line of the fucking Assassin's Creed game. When you're in the fucking flying machine, you're going over the fucking temple to land in. And me and my mate pop for this each time we fucking see it. And I've replayed it on the remasters and it's still as good. And you're going over and the guard alerts the other guard and he's like, mighty, flying demon.
I'll tell you, it's number 2 for me because I love in Brotherhood when Uncle Mario sees you and he's like, "It's me, Mario." That's close.
Oh shit, but honestly, fucking, they've been so hit and miss with some of the games, but that's when it was at its peak, man.
I still like Ubisoft as a developer because they've given me more good than bad, but they've given me a lot of bad too.
Oh yeah, but honestly, that was almost my number 1. That was so hard. But
what is it?
This is hilarious, mate. My number 1's your number 9.
Skyrim.
It's Skyrim. And I was giggling to myself when you were talking about that earlier because I was like, shit, his number 9's my number 1.
Skyrim.
Mate. Because it's mainly though because I didn't play Oblivion really. Yeah. And just Skyrim, mate. I had no idea what I was getting into when I played it. But just like everyone else, I feel like Skyrim was a lot of people's first into the Elder Scrolls, and it's Game of the Year for a reason. And there was a reason why, like, after 2011, it was £40 for so long. Like, I think there was, like, 4 years where it didn't, like, alter in price, apart from, like, 1 week at Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just marvellous. I mean, it's like you say, you've already mentioned most of it with the freaking Thieves Guild, the fucking Dark Assassin Brotherhood. Like, I think you said Oblivion's one's even better, isn't it, apparently? Or?
Oh, mate, the Oblivion one is fucking dark. It is so dark.
It makes us want to try it, because honestly, I thought that was fucking unreal in Skyrim. So whatever comes out of that, it's making us want to try Oblivion even more and more. But, so much. Like, I'll never forget this as well, and this is the funny thing. When I first played the game, I was obviously getting used to playing a Skyrim game for the first time because I was skipping a lot of dialogue. And I picked the Stormcloaks because I thought they were good people.
Oh, me too. No, I did that on my first playthrough.
I thought the Stormcloaks were good people, and then after my playthrough, I just realised, wait a second, they're really quite racist, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very racist. Olgrif's a bit of a dick, and the other one, Ulfric, he's a bit of a fucking dick and all, isn't he?
Stormcloak, yeah.
Murderer as well.
No,
I agree, mate.
Every time I play it again, though, I always go Empire, but I love fucking killing him for his coat. He's got a nice fur coat. I'll give him that.
He does. He's stylish, isn't he?
But anyways, mate, I'm not going to touch on Skyrim too more. It's my number 1 game because it's Skyrim. But it's your number 9 game, so we're going to move on from our list. That's our top 10s for everyone.
The Empire are bastards as well, by the way. That's the beauty of it. It's almost like politics,
well, that's it. It's like it's the lesser of two evils.
It's like choosing the election.
Literally.
They're both bastards, but this one's less of a bastard.
Yeah.
And he's not a racist bastard, so I'm more out with this one.
Exactly.
Very, very modern and relevant.
But anyways, Tony, we're here now. This is where we quick fire an ultimate list.
Okay.
So you get 5 and I get 5.
Who goes first? Do you want to go? You go next then. You go next since I went first.
Right. So I'm not going to be the guy that puts Life is Strange on the list because that's, for me, that would just be thing. So I think the best way we do this is we say what we're putting on the list and then we rank them in order.
Okay.
So for one of my 5, I'm going to put in the list And I feel like we could easily just put in the games that we've both picked in the list, almost.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to put The Last of Us in there.
Yep. I agree.
What would you like?
I'm going to shout out... Well, we'll put BioShock in. Let's be real.
Oh, we're actually going to put BioShock in the list even though we didn't put it in our lists.
What do you mean?
Because... do you have BioShock on your list, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely go for it.
I'm fighting for Oblivion.
You want Oblivion?
I'm fighting for it. I'm going to fight for Mass Effect 2 and Oblivion.
You can put them to it if they're your picks.
Hold on. I'm also going to put...
Haha!
I know 4 I'm picking.
Assassin's Creed 2 is definitely going in there on mine.
Fantastic, I agree. Assassins. Yeah. So we got...
So what have you got so far?
BioShock, Oblivion, Mass Effect 2 and San Andreas.
So I've got Mass Effect 2, Oblivion.
I'm going to sacrifice Here Comes the Pain for you. It's going to be one of mine, since I want one of yours in.
Mass Effect, Oblivion, San Andreas, and BioShock, was it?
Yeah, and Here Comes the Pain. That's my 5.
And Here Comes the Pain.
Because then you can put some of yours in, which I agree with. Hopefully you choose the right ones.
If I do. That's the beauty of it, though.
You've got The Last of Us.
We may have to sacrifice. We've got Last of Us. Assassin's Creed.
I'm hoping. In an ideal world, you put Skyrim and Bully in, but you might not.
Well, you'd think I'd have to if I've put fucking Assassin's Creed as the best game, but I'm telling you now, I'm not putting Bully in.
Oh, damn.
So it's your choice if you want to change.
My tactic is already blown up in my face. I'm fucking... Yeah, Here Comes the Pain's getting scrapped.
It's okay, because I might put that in. I might put that in. In fact, I will put that in, yeah. I'll put that in.
Yes.
So you can keep
Politics.
That in. You can keep that in as my pick. So I've got 3.
So you just need 2 more.
I'm going to put KOTOR in there.
KOTOR, I'm happy with that. King of the Ring.
And one more we have to... I almost don't want to put my top game in, which sounds mental.
I'll put Skyrim in if you want.
No, I have to.
It's a poor man's Oblivion, but, you know. Whatever.
No. It has to be Skyrim.
Okay. So now we need to...
We need to top 10 them.
What goes where?
Yeah. So what else do we have? We have Sky.
You've not put Vice City in?
What was that, sorry?
You've not put Vice City in?
No.
No? Okay. Interesting.
Well, I agree that Here Comes the Pain needs to be in the list. But I can't sacrifice my first game.
Okay.
I'm
going to say...
And I feel like KOTOR needs to be in the list because it is really such a good game.
Well, I think KOTOR should be number 10. Bully number 9. How are you doing? Let's argue. How are we doing it?
Oh, this is it.
What is your number 10? Because you're going to say like Oblivion, aren't you?
Well, yeah, probably.
That's a top 5 game, I'm telling you.
Oh, man. You're pushing for it.
It's at least a top 7.
Oh.
I can't in good heart have it at number 10. Put Bully at number 10.
Aye, I'll put Bully at number 10. Put Bully at 10. I agree with that.
Bit of give and take here.
So I got Bully at 10.
Yeah.
So I scrap Bully off on my list.
It's gone on mine too.
So Bully's in at 10.
Yep.
I think we put Here Comes the Pain at 9.
I agree. If you can hear typing, my old man keyboard.
And then we put KOTOR at 8.
Fantastic. You read my mind. This is suddenly becoming really painless. Now, at number 7.
Then I'll give you Oblivion.
Strongly disagree, but I know everyone else.
What would you rather put there? May I ask? You'd probably rather put Skyrim.
For starters, Skyrim. And I saw from here it gets real tough. But I'll concede
I
because
could
most of the
only- see, I
people
could-
haven't
see, I
played
could only-
Oblivion. Whatever.
From not playing it, I could only say Mass Effect.
Oh, how dare you? That's like that's a top 3.
Like for me, it's either Oblivion or Mass Effect.
I'll take Oblivion's going to take the hit. Mass Effect isn't taking the hit.
Right. So we've got Oblivion at 7.
Yeah.
Oh. I tell you what.
Last of Us got to be number 6, surely.
No. I'll tell you what, because you didn't want it so much, I'll give you Skyrim at 6.
That's fine. Alright, what's number 5? BioShock?
I'd say Mass Effect, but you really want that high, don't you?
I want that top 2.
BioShock. BioShock's 5, right, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. If it's me, I say San Andreas is 4, and that's crazy.
If Mass Effect gets in the top 3, doesn't matter to me. I'm sacrificing San Andreas.
Are you okay with that, though? Because I mean, it's San Andreas.
This is politics. You got to do what you got to do. It's like that time I played Monopoly.
See, this is the thing, though. If you don't want San Andreas, we're essentially saying that one of the best games is either The Last of Us or Assassin's Creed. And it's whether you strongly agree with that or not.
Totally Mate, I'm happy with us agreeing that Assassin's Creed is number 1 right now. I can't put The Last of Us at number 1.
I think we can do that. I think we can do that, yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2.
And
Last of Us could be number 3. I've sacrificed a lot for this list.
So you want Mass Effect at 2?
Or come back to me in a few months, and if I'm wrong, I owe you a $5.
Come back, wait, what are a few moments? Is that like 7 months or something?
Yeah. Trust me on this one. You'll
All
thank
right.
me later.
Alright. Yeah.
You conceded. I didn't think it'd be that easy.
I don't even know how to be honest. That went quicker than I thought. That was like 3 minutes.
I knew it wasn't going to be number 1, but I wanted it to be.
So what is the ultimate list?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
10, Bully. 9, Here Comes the Pain. 8, Knights of the Old Republic. 7, Oblivion. 6, Skyrim. 5, BioShock. 4, San Andreas. 3, The Last of Us. 2, Mass Effect 2. 1, Assassin's Creed 2. Fight me!
Oh, it's the Assassin's Creed one would probably piss so many people off, but if you've played it, you know it's the best Assassin's Creed.
And you know it's one of the greatest games of that generation.
Oh man, yeah.
And that was the most gaming generation for me. That was the most I was into games, so... Fight me.
Out of every game that have been released, we've said Assassin's Creed's the greatest game
It's
on
because we
PlayStation
agree.
and Xbox.
It's
That's
because we
great.
agree. I don't care. Mate, everyone's going to have like San Andreas at number 1, or like Skyrim at number 1, or like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I'm easy with San Andreas being in it, like where it is. I don't think that's too controversial.
No, I think it belongs there. For all its charm, it does have a lot of hiccups as well. I'm happy to say that objectively. For the record. So
it's important to remember, though, we've actually got 2 Rockstar games in there. We've got Bully in as well.
Bully had to get in there.
So I don't think that's that controversial.
No, that's fine. Well, 2 hours and 15 minutes later, we decided.
No, I'm okay with that list, you know. I'm alright with that.
Pretty happy with it too.
I'll get back to you in 7 months about the Mass Effect thing.
Hey, right, we can open the list back up. We'll change it if you don't like it.
we'll revisit the list in like 7 months, and we'll do like weird captions like, "What was I thinking?"
And it's like, I owe him a $5. That's on the record. It's on the record.
Oh,
that's money. I'm not going to send money back guarantee because it's a whole trilogy that you'll be buying, and I'm not paying you 60 quid back. $5. I'll give you a $5. It's almost 10%.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that podcast. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope we haven't offended you too much, but again,
I hope we have.
It's just our opinions, and just to say, well, do you want to say anything before we go, Tony? Oh,
no, I'm good. They know where to go these days, so it's fine.
You're absolutely right. We've got all the socials down there in the picture, anyways, and The closing statement is, ladies and gentlemen, Assassin's Creed 2 is the greatest game
Of all time.
of all time. Good night.